Testing, testing, testing. It's working, it's working. Oh, my phone's going off. I got a text message. Who's it from? What's up, Chris Dude? What's up, Studio Geek? I need to turn my mic input down just a tiny bit here. Test, test, test. That should be good. Sweet. Webcam. Hey, it's working. Cool. I know you can't see me. I obviously had it on the starting soon slides. I was checking things. All right, so I'm just double checking all of my... I am using different webcams here, or different camera setup here, since I'm obviously not doing a computer build. I need to figure out, like, I have no clue what I'm doing to actually show off what's going on in the studio here. So I have the webcam view, of course, which I can tilt around and move at will. I have the top-down camera, which is pretty dark right now, but if I can shine some light on it if I'm going to do some, like, organization stuff. I've got my other G7 here that I can take handheld. So that could work. And then I have a GoPro clone up mounted over here for like a wide shot of everything that I can tilt as needed for where we're doing stuff. I have not played Final Fantasy 15 on PC. I have seen that the graphics are really good. Final Fantasy is not really my thing. I have tried a few, not really my thing. You can get a lovely cat angle here for a second. My kitty loves looking out the window, and so he's usually not up here anymore ever since we got our new kitten. Oh, holy crap, I got two, my bad. Fixed. Holy crap, that was terrible. I am sorry. Anyway, older cat doesn't like coming upstairs anymore ever since we got the new kitten, since the new kitten stays upstairs with us in our bedroom. So it's kind of nice when he comes and visits me. So he's hanging out in the window. So we are going to have a visitor while we clean the studio. Say hi, Puud. He said hi. Hi. What's going on? What's going on? He said, leave me alone. Alrighty, so today's goal is, of course, to clean and organize the studio, which it is. I already did some work before I streamed the computer build, because, of course, I needed clean setup to do it. But as you can probably see by this view here, it's a bit of a disaster. But I did stop by the store today before I started streaming to get a couple things which are going to make this easier in the long run, but take up more space in the short run. I bought 2 drawer organizers, and then I got an entire thing of cable ties here, which we can check out if I flick on my light here. Got a bunch of stuff from the old Staples. So I got like 200 or 400 of these cable ties because I am always running out and I need to tie a lot of cables today. Here's another set. And these are like the most handy thing you can buy as a techie with a lot of cables, period. I am always using Post-it notes and sticky notes. They had this cool little dispenser cube that probably was not remotely worth it, but I thought might be neat to check out. Some replacement sticky notes, of course. And I could not resist. They had a vinyl turntable tape dispenser. Like, and it's like weighted so it actually holds the tape down. I just could not resist. And then they had a couple cheap rubber cable tie things that I will be trying out. All right, most of this is garbage. Actually, I need to keep the Staples receipt, but not the Meyer one. And then these can go to be used for garbage bags. All right, got some cool stuff. And then, like I said, I got a couple shelving organization things that we're going to use as well, which should be kind of useful. Oh, I got a notification. I hate it when VLC decides to give me notifications when it changes songs. That is, of course, not what I want in any aspect. There we go. Should fix it. I'm going to turn down the music a tiny bit. I don't know if y'all can hear it at all, but I can, and it's kind of obnoxious sometimes when I can. So try to keep it lowered here. All right, let me toss this in the garbage over here. I'll just toss those out here. So we got a few things we need to tackle, and I can just give us some general room light with that here. Sherbet ice cream looking cat. I guess that's accurate. I don't know exactly where I want to start. If I switch to the G7 over here, I need like a producer to do all the camera switching for me. If I switch over to cat cam here, this should not be doubling the audio. There we go. I have this on like an extended HDMI cable, so hopefully I don't break the camera, but hopefully it helps. So, there we go. Picked up big old long storage thing that can go up against that wall under the charging station, and then that one can go next to it, and it has smaller drawers for like little things, like USB drives or capture cards or something. Not 100%. Need to just move the PC part stuff out of the way temporarily. Bye-bye, Puud. Where are you going? Where are you going? Yes? Hello? Oh, okay. Because I need to pull off some barcodes for some rebates for that stuff and keep it for a little while. So of course, I have a bag, a box, a disaster on a shelf. That pile you guys were like crying about in the last stream of cables and stuff that need tackled. Of course, I still haven't put the new computer away. We will have to sort that. And then at some point, I don't know if we'll get to this today, but I need to go back through that closet, which has a bunch of product boxes and stuff, and try to get rid of some, and maybe some stuff on these shelves. Like, I really don't think I have anything to get rid of, but I really need to clear out some space, because this is pretty bad. What's up, Puud? Say hi. Puud, did you know you had your own emote? Nope. I'm going to try to turn slowly here. Did you know you had your own emote, Puud? Yeah. You got your own emote. How'd that happen? Are you Twitch famous? You are now, I guess. Okay. So, here we go. Let me switch songs. This one's really obnoxious. Oh, I need to turn off that Nightbot command. Lol. Where is Nightbot? Nightbot. Timers. Disable. Easy. I just need to turn down my monitor volume. That's it. That did not make a difference. Okay. That's cool. We're just going to turn that down quite a bit, I guess. Alright. Alright, Puud, you're in my way now. There we go. He loves being in the way. Alright. First we should do some cable tie stuff, and I guess we can just kind of chat while that happens. So let me go grab one of these bags of cables here. Actually, we should set a drawer thing up first. We should set one of these up, probably this fat one here for cables. So we have somewhere to put them when we're done managing them, of course. That would be the smart way to go. Pick these up from Meijer. They were like 17 and 18 bucks a piece. Not too bad. Oh, what is all over it? Puud, how did you get catnip all over my... What in the world? How? You all can't see this. There's literally a whole bunch of catnip all over the back of this drawer. He wouldn't have had that much on him, like, from anything. I don't understand how they got there. That's disturbing. Hey, what's up, John Fly? Glad you were able to catch me live as well, buddy. Hey, glad I was able to help you enhance your live streams. Glad the tutorials have been useful. Always glad to hear when people enjoy the tutorials, and you got that verified check mark, so clearly things are going well for you, so glad to help. This was requested, so we're just doing a stream of organizing my studio for some reason. My cat's joining us today, which he doesn't normally do, and he's not sure what to do with himself. Alright, so we are going to set up, this one actually has wheels, which will be very useful. Because the issue I run into is that I have so little space in here that I wind up always needing to, I need to turn off that transition real quick. That's really obnoxious. Transition override, none. I have so little space, like this is like all the floor space that I have, that when I'm setting up the big tripods and lights and stuff to do videos, I need to constantly move stuff out of the way. So something like this on wheels means I can always scoot it out of the way when I need to, which is really freaking handy. Good morning, Lazy Meme. What up? All right. Hope your week went well, John Fly, Lazy Meme. Everybody hanging out in chat. Happy Friday. Oh my God. He's gonna make this way harder than it needs to be. Knocking over my pile of boxes. He has no respect. No respect. No respect for an eep. God, I hate the tape on these. Ugh. I would have prepped this ahead of time, but I literally just went to the store and grabbed these right before I started streaming. It was kind of an impromptu, oh hey, I need to organize, so why not do so through some cool stuff that we can check out on video. Right, has some wheels here. I've never heard of Tim Tams. I've never heard of Arnott's either. You guys have some weird places. I've also never really done IRL streams before, so this is a new ground for me. My music stopped playing. Oh, it's going. It's just really quiet. Let me know if I need to turn the music up if you all want something to listen to. I just have that stupid Monster Cat license along with a couple songs that I have individual licenses for mixed in. Putting the wheels on here. These probably aren't going to do too well since we have a carpeted floor, but it's not high carpet. It's low carpet, so shouldn't be too bad. These wheels do not like going in, though. Whee! Jesus, that one really doesn't want to go in. Close enough. Hopefully it's even at least. All right, so we have this too. Well, it was going to go where Puud is here. He's just playing dead. He's like, I'm so pathetic, I'm so hungry, look at me. He's nuts. All right, we're going to put it right next to him here, I guess. And we can start trying to figure out this cable mess. You got two cats, Studio Geek? Nice, nice. Tim Tam is a brand of chocolate biscuit made by Australian food companies. Arnott's, oh, okay. Well, I'm not a chocolate guy, so that would be why. That would be part of why I've never heard of it. All right, let's bring this light over. And then I guess I can crank up the ISO on this camera. Yeah, it's on 200. There we go, much better. All right, so this keyboard was for the Ryzen PC we built. We don't need that in the way at the moment. And with this stuff, just drop it down out of the way. Alrighty. Biscuit equals cookie. Yeah. God, I think my cat stinks, I think. What did you do? Alright, so that one's tied. Whoa, that was a weird hiccup there. Alright, that one's tied up. Is my camera lagging? Hello? No, seems to be working. I don't know. Alright, that cable's not gonna reach. Just get that out of the way. Alright, so I picked this up at some point to, actually, I guess I could flip this like I did before. Transform, rotate 180, prepare yourselves. Wham. Alright. So I picked up this kilowatt thing, which is supposed to measure like how much power you're pulling from the wall, which I can of course use for computers and stuff. I was going to use it for my X299 rig, and I may still test it with that, but I haven't really found a relevant way to integrate it into videos just yet. Alright, so I want to separate the cables we actually need to manage first. And I guess we can put the rest into actual drawers already. just to have like something started here. Move my water out of the way. Yeah, I mean, I pay my own power bill, and oh, another one I need to turn off that stupid. I was messing around with stinger transitions, enabled way too many. Actually, I can just set this over here. All right, so I guess we can just start with like one of them being video cables for now. Like it doesn't need to be super organized immediately. So like we've got component cables for consoles, composite cables for the Xbox, composite for PlayStation. Oh, camera's falling. Using some cheap Joby wannabe tripod, and it's not the most sturdy thing in the world. We've got mini DisplayPort to HDMI, more component. Got a power brick here that we could make a power drawer for. Power drawer, that sounds funny. But we could make like the bottom one power brick stuff because I don't have a whole lot of storage for that kind of stuff. This could work out. What do we got here? RGB cable, another power brick. I've always wanted to get a setup like this going and just never bothered because I don't have a whole lot of space to work with. So this is very handy to have. At some point I need a way to store a bunch of headphones. I used to have a giant tote for them and then tried to get rid of it. And so I don't really have a way of doing it right now. Alright, well, there's not actually a whole lot in this bag left that isn't sorted. Like those are just a couple pair of headphones. This is my dad's old X12 headset that I just kept because I'm a hoarder. I guess I could get rid of it. I mean, my family's full of smokers, so it's not like it's the cleanest. Not that my dad's not clean, but just they're smokers. So I may just get rid of it because I honestly have no reason to keep it. I'm just a hoarder, so you know. I have my Bear Dynamic headphones here that I actually have a case for. I can put them back in if I'm not going to wear them. And then this is a random power brick that goes to who knows what. Probably some Chinese HDMI switcher. All right, cool. So I can get rid of this bag. The big thing is just getting stuff out of our way. That is the important thing for me. I sort cables based on how often I use them. That's the problem, is I use them all very... like, I have them sorted by which floor of the apartment they're on for how frequently I use them. Like the ones directly near my desk or on my desk or how often I use them. And otherwise, I just have so many that I just have to sort based on what kind they are because I use them sporadically. Also, hi. What's up, Ezo Games? Curious about how much power you use in your studio. Never spoke about all of your decisiveness over Discord. Got a build completed. Nice. G703, good mouse. ET990 Pros, good headphones. Do need a DAC for them, yes. But you're off to a good start. Definitely. All right, so this is a power brick, so it can go down here. And in theory, this drawer, middle drawer, can be for USB stuff. Or maybe it should be the headphone drawer, for real. Yeah, I have so many headphones. I desperately need a headphone drawer. And I have boxes for USB stuff already. So this, actually, I'm gonna get rid of this X12 headset, I think. It is dirty and covered in smoke smell and dusty, and I'm gonna keep the audio dongle from it, but I'm gonna get rid of the headphones themselves. It's like 10 years old anyway. It was for my dad's Xbox 360. Yeah, keep that dongle. The rest of it I can probably... Actually, is this a DAC? What is... Oh no, that's hardwired in. So what is this cable? Is this a chat link cable? Ooh. Oh, it's 2.5 to 2.5. Yeah, I'm just gonna trash all of this for real. I could donate it. I'll put it in a pile just in case I want to donate it, I guess. See, this is very important for me. This is a big part of what I need to focus on today, is I hoard everything, and I genuinely do come up with reasons why I need or how I could use everything, but I don't need it. And so if I can make myself get rid of stuff without feeling too regretful or feeling like I'm missing out, I need to do so. Because otherwise, I will never get rid of anything. So yes, this second drawer is going to be for headphones, because I have so many headphones and headsets to store. Running your headphones off your mixer, that's usually pretty good. Like my big mixer down in my desk setup is probably my most powerful DAC at the moment, for real. It's probably the best that I have. Okay, so I'm not going to put the DT990s in here, but I do have other headphones in various places here. For example, this, if I switch, this is a pilot's headset. It's used for planes, but it has super crazy noise isolation. And so at some point I have the adapters, I'm going to hook these up to a proper recording setup and use them as like a gaming headset and do a ridiculous video on that, and I think it'll be really fun. But they've just, like, they're so big, they're just kind of in my way for now. So we are just going to wrap that up a little bit, and that's going to go in our new headphone drawer, which it's honestly not going to hold that many pairs of headphones. Like, that's one pair in there already, but it's a better start than what I currently have. And then we have other headphones. Actually, I can give you, I didn't show this during the actual tour, but I used to have a bunch of headphone hangers there and 2 rows there, but they kept falling off. So I have all those. I have all of those headphones mounted up, and despite all of that, I still have random pairs laying around. I still have a bunch hanging out down there, just because I wound up getting too many for review and stuff that I need to go through and store them better. So if I can stabilize this real quick here, not shake you guys too much. It's really hard to balance a very heavy lens on a cheap tripod. Right. Is that a good angle? It is not, of course. Get super low. Whee! Yeah, that doesn't really work. This was the problem I was going to run into with doing this stream, but a bunch of people requested it, was I don't have a way to really show what I'm doing when I'm doing it. Alright, we've got these wheels. Oh, that rolls so good. I don't know how it'll do when I have more weight, but this rolls super smooth on this carpet. That is perfect. That is exactly what I need. And I can store stuff on top, which will be nice. So if I move this out of the way a bit, then I can get random pairs of headphones out of our pile here. Oh my god, that is tangled up. Alright, so I have headphones, and all I gotta do is tie up the cable, and we're good to go. Headphone giveaways. Not a whole lot that I can give away from this at the moment. I will be doing some giveaways soon. I've used those Tops cave-in, yeah, I'm not gonna put much weight on it. It's just gonna be stuff for, I have a charging station up on that wall that it'll, like, battery chargers will sit on and stuff. I will be doing some giveaways soon. And yes, that wide angle view is definitely, it is a DB Power GoPro knockoff. Super wide angle. It's unfortunately 1080i, and so when it comes through the cam link, it's 540p 30, which is kind of garbage. I was under the impression it'd give me full 1080p 60 out, and it does not, and it's already too late to return them and blah blah blah. So I only use them for weird stuff like this, and it's not actually high quality, but it's good enough until I can afford a good actual GoPro. How do I get good branding for the YouTube channel? How do I do it? How do I do it? How do brand good stuff? How? What are words? Yeah, so that's what we're cleaning up right here. And these are actually $5 headphones that I was going to do a video on, that I still need to do a video on. They cost $5 each, just for reasons. I thought it'd be a funny video, since I was doing headphone reviews for a while, but so far that's yet to happen. And then this is a nice pair, if I can get it untangled from power cords for some reason, of M220s from AKG. They're kind of like a lower end version of the K7XXs that I have, and they're pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie. They are fairly competent headphones. I was using them for a while and honestly struggled to kind of notice a difference between my K7XXs and these for like casual low quality sources in the first place. When I'm doing full gaming or like listening to high-end music and stuff, it is very different. But for just like quick YouTube video viewing and stuff, they were actually pretty nice. And I'm trying to leverage studio mode here to make sure I have cameras pointed at the right angle instead of moving them while you see them. Yeah, AKG is really, really good. See myself cleaning and dusting your room every day when you don't need to? Oh, I do not have time for that, dude. Like, that is why the studio is such a mess most of the time, is I need to move everything out of the way to record something, and then I go from recording it over to editing, and I do not have time to sit here and clean. Like, I do not have any spare time for that, so, ugh. I was looking into hanging options, and I'm open to suggestions here. Hang on, I'm gonna grab this from off screen. It is, okay, it's way heavier than I thought, so that will play a factor in what I'm trying to do with it as well. If I can unplug all the garbage from it. I have here a, why does my camera jitter like that? It's not low? I think whatever capture card it's plugged into is having trouble because the stream is not lagging at all. So I have this, it's very dusty right now. I have this Wii U light up sign. It lights up. It's from one of those kiosks at like a GameStop or whatever. And so I wanted to like hang it somewhere. But not only do I have to hang it, it has this power matrix to run to it. And then it is very heavy and there's no proper hanging mounts for it. It was supposed to screw into the kiosk. And so at some point I want to figure out a way to like stand this up on a shelf or hang it, but I don't really have the shelf space right now. But I think that would be really cool in the background of some videos with my other gaming stuff. Interference with your microphone. It's picking up the music, but other than that, my audio interface says no. Actually, it is picking up something. It might be picking up the fan. I have the fan on because it's pretty warm today. I'll turn it off for a minute. Static, it does sound like static? That's odd. There should be no static. My audio interface says it's quiet. Although the levels are weird on that. Alright, if I pause the music real quick. That didn't work. Oh, hey. OBS is showing some static. That's odd. Give me just a second here. I will. Hold on 1 segundo. Burb. Oh, that didn't work. Burb. Testing, 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 testing. Testing. That one's working. Hand shot, that one's working. They're all muted. They all have muted camera shots from what I can tell. Yes, yes, yes. Where's top? Cut to top. Is that one? Oh, hey, that's where static's coming from. Figured it out, guys. My bad. Alrighty. Thank you for letting me know about that. I have figured out the situation. Or at least this, the capture card for this camera that you're seeing was not muted. but it didn't have any like, didn't have anything coming in through it. So I am really hot now. There we go. Test, test, test. There we go. Still there for me. Has something's been getting slowly worse. Let me know if it's still there. Anyway, yes, the idea of putting this on a board and then hanging that board could work. I do not have the wall space at the moment, but that could be a good idea. I will take that into consideration. I quieted it, but it's still there. Not sure how it's still there then, but we could switch to the shotgun mic. I don't know how that would work. No, that's not going to work well. Hang on, I can make it really hot through the interface and turn it down in OBS real quick. Hang on, testing, 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 testing. I'm going to just start like screwing with the gain here and like turning it down that way. Are you sure you're not just hearing the music? Everyone, in a lot of videos, people confuse the music with static, and that always blows my mind. If I turn this, what am I, Scottish? Turn it down, turn. Very southern. Testing, 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 testing. Yeah, so if I screw with gains this way, this might help it, or it may have made it worse. We'll see. Anyway, back to the point of the stream. What's going on, Studio Geek? Should I get the Panasonic G7 or the FDR AX700 HDR camcorder? Depends on your needs. All right, I'm turning off studio mode. That's making things worse. Webcam chat scene. Mute the music and then listen to the stream. All right, let's do it. We're diagnosing together. Actually, I have a monitor view here somewhere. Monitor. Okay. We're gonna hear what we're hearing, and you're gonna hear it. I have a monitor view here somewhere. Monitor. Okay. Wait, it just ended? We're gonna hear what we're hearing. I turned the music off. That's all I turned off. What the? What? What? Okay. So either the music was causing static somehow, which is within the realm of possibility. You all were still confusing the music with static. No, I can see the levels are a little bit lower on my meters too. And they drop down. Huh. Okay, it might have been studio mode somehow. OBS studio mode? I got no idea on that one. We are at 25 frames per second there for a second. That was strange. Yeah, we get like intermittent hiccups. Rendering lag. Strange. It's fixed. All right, well, we're just going to leave music off for a bit, so hopefully I don't bore you guys too much. We need to keep tackling cables, so I'm going to switch back to... I guess we'll just keep monitoring it based on when I switch camera angles and stuff. Here, let me turn studio mode back on. Studio mode, studio mode, studio mode, studio mode. Actually, this is really weird studio mode. Turn off studio mode. If it works, it works. If not, whatever. All right, so got more cables down here to manage, and I guess I will just start doing them. Oh, Puud says no. Yes, Puud. I am at the whims of my cat. If anyone owns a cat, you know that's how it is. All right, I can turn my fan back on. Thank you. Sweet. All right, so we have another video cable. This one's HDMI, and I honestly don't know if it's HDMI 2.0 or 1.4, so it's just gonna have to generally get put up. You can get a nice little Puud angle there. EposVox! EposVox! What's up, BK? How you doing? Man, that's really confusing to say, because I have a really good buddy named BBK, and you are BK. And I always, that's just really confusing. All right, so this is going in the video cable drawer. This one is a giant-ass power cable, which we will need to use one of our new cable ties for. Maybe this camera angle is giving the static, because that's when it started, was when I switched to that one. So we shall see. The thing is, how do we pronounce EposVox? Well, you know, if you ever watched one of my videos, I say it in every video. Hashtag exposed. And actually, I don't think I even say it correctly, because it's based on Latin. Oh, my Amazon thingy started talking. It's based on Latin, and the Latin pronunciation is different. I'll just leave and never come back so you don't get confused again. No! No! That sounded like tearing there? Okay. Don't leave, BK! Don't leave. Browski? Why would someone say Browski? That doesn't even make sense. People just are bad with pronouncing names, because whenever I was super elite and was Demolisher, people would say Demolitioner, and I'd just be like, how the hell did you get that? Alright, EposVox view. Actually, we could probably switch to that one. That one's not any better. This is going to be just a game of balancing camera angles for real, because I don't know how I'm supposed to film this stuff. Alright, well, we have more cables down here anyway. Whee! More power. That's a BNC composite video cable. Stuff most people don't even know what are. These are cables I gotta be very careful not to unplug my streaming setup. Right, we're just gonna pull this whole box too while we're at it. Random HDMI I gotta be careful pulling out here. Oh, that's HDMI to DVI from our stream the other day. Most of this is destroyed because I had it in a box and then needed to unplug stuff for our stream and then never plugged it back or put it back because we were streaming. No, I say it in every video. Yeah, definitely sounded like tearing there. No, we should definitely not have a Freedom Forum video. We should not have a video involving anything from Freedom. Ever again. Ever, ever, ever. Okay. Hope everybody had a great week. Happy Friday. Hope you got some good plans for the weekend or otherwise have something fun to do. That's what weekends are all about. All right, this is a DisplayPort cable we can wrap up here. That is not going to be big enough. That is not going to be big enough. We're going to have to break into our fancy new Velcro ties I just picked up. That would be a classic. No, it would not. Yeah, no, I think Horse Taco is a Me6 command. I thought it was a Nightbot command, but then I've tried it a couple times and it doesn't work here. So I guess it's a Me6 command. I don't remember. All right, that is a lot of cable ties, but we are going to go through them fairly quickly, to be honest. Assuming we get to the other cables throughout the studio here. Puud, what are you doing? He just like jumped onto our cable thing and then back into the window. What? Are you trying to fit outside?
I'm gonna get medieval on your asses.
What are you doing? Thank you for the host, Lunchbox Killface. Thank you so much. Oh, this one's cut off. This one doesn't have a loop-de end. The first ones are always busted. Puud's going crazy. Use my iPhone SE to film for my videos and it can do 4K. Should I use 4K or 1080? You should do 4K. If that's available to you. Should always use 4K if it's available to you. Unless you have a specific reason to do otherwise. Alright. DisplayPort. The ultimate display cable that everyone should adopt after they make proper splitting and switching and capture hardware for it. Till they develop that, I don't want that to be a universal standard because then it's going to be impossible to do my work because there's not any proper DisplayPort switchers or splitters or capture devices that have like pass-through or something. I'm not making him nervous. He's just weird. Yep, my other kitty's trying to break through the bedroom door around the corner here. She does not like that I'm talking so much and don't involve her. But I can't have them both out. Empowers you to save $100 on electric bills. Yeah. Yeah, we need some way to get proper DisplayPort to HDMI that is lagless, but that ain't gonna happen. Remy, stop scratching at the door, damn it. Poor kitty. Oh my god, she's like going nuts in there. We can't have them both out at the same time, like without supervision, because she tries to get them and then they fight, and I can't do that while I'm streaming. I tried to do that the other day when I was doing an editing stream, and that did not go well. I learned my lesson. Have you ever used a Sony Anycast station? I have not. Can't install updates, that's fine. Holy balls! BK just took over. Damn, he just took over the #1 spot for our bits contributions, saying clean up, everybody do your share. Actually, that's not what he said. He just said clean up, everybody let's clean up, put your things away. I feel like that's the knockoff version of the song. Well, thank you so much for the 1,500 bits and for taking over spot numero uno in our bits war here. We got to keep that going. Oh yeah. Did that make a Windows sound? No, I had a notification come in right before that came in. Hey Epox, what do you think of the HP Omen Cube case? Did they make a new one? I feel like they made one forever ago, like 2015 maybe. And it was kind of cool, but nothing that I would like personally have a use for. Did they make a new one? We'll have to look it up, because that would be interesting. Can't donate, but I'll do a Minecraft channel rebranding for you. No. That's weird. I wonder if they changed the lyrics, or if that's just like later on in the song. Or maybe they changed the lyrics for the show that I'm remembering. Was that from like Out of the Box or something? Or like Barney, I guess? I don't remember. Childhood is hard to remember. Out of the box, out of the box. That was a cool show as a kid. I used to always build box forts and try to pretend that they went to bigger places. It was basically like Narnia for toddlers. Pretty sure Barney. Yeah, okay. I don't remember a whole lot of Barney. And that's probably for the best. I don't think anybody should remember a whole lot of Barney. Just saying. Did you all see that John Cena was auditioning to be the new Blue's Clues host? And then, like, Steve wanted to wrestle him in WrestleMania? That was just bizarre. Rebrand your channel to Minecraft channel. Yes. Unregistered Hypercam 2 beta. I should do it. I don't know if I'll have time to do that before it's actually April Fool's, but yeah, I've covered Pokemon before. All right, I have a Blu-ray drive. I don't honestly know where the hell I can store that, so that's just going to get set off to the side here for the moment. I don't have enough space for audio cables. We may have to make a second box for audio cables or put it in the skinny drawers, because... Oh yeah, these are those shitty ground loop isolators I always recommend. They're nice, but if you're hanging them off your computer, like this one's already pretty warped, and they can tear up your 3.5mm connections by weighing on them. If you use 1/4 inch jacks from your mixer, there's a Behringer hum destroyer that I recommend instead. I'll have a video on it eventually. Soon, TM. But I definitely recommend that over here. Hey! We've got fidget spinners! Woo! This box is dusty AF. Alright. Let's start putting stuff back in our drawer. Which camera are we going to use for that one? Oh, we're going to use that camera. Or we could use the hand camera and you can see Puud. It's Puud. Yep. I just like busted the capture card. There we go. I like zoomed in on the camera. Yeah, I had to put Noctua fans in something where I couldn't put the little corner pieces on, so... But I wanted to keep them because I much prefer having those in general. All right, video. I have so many freaking video cables. Power. This is USB. That'll have to go somewhere else. Video. Oh, we got some more video to wrap up here. Actually, at EposVox, what Zoom audio recorders have you used? Unless you specifically want to system audio, I hear really good things about the actual audio module for the GH5. Now, obviously, getting a separate audio recorder is useful for many other ways. But if you're looking specifically just for on-camera audio, I hear the little GH5 specific audio module is like really kick-ass. I have used the Zoom H1, which is actually what I'm using for this stream right now for my lav mic. And then I have an H4n, but it's like super old and beat up and I've never used it. I've also used the Tascam DR40, and then I currently main the Sound Devices Mix Pre 3. I haven't used a whole lot of Zoom specifically, but I mean, they're all pretty good. Yeah, the Happy Birthday song is copyrighted, which is really dumb. I'll show you a hum destroyer, if you know what I mean, baby. Ladies, as Barnacles would say, for some reason. What's up, Just Awful Gamer? How's it going? Yeah, micro HDMI is the worst, but that's what my freaking G7s take, and I hate it. It is the worst connection. Like, no one should ever use this connection, especially now that USB-C is a thing. No one should use micro HDMI in their products. And thankfully, like, I think the GH5 has full HDMI. Granted, that still breaks. Like, I have a couple professional people in my contacts that use the GH5 like regularly, and they have also broken their HDMI ports, but it's at least more durable. How do you run your Zoom H1 for the stream? It's a USB, it acts as a USB mic or interface too. So if you don't have a mic plugged in, then it acts as just a mic with the built-in mic. And if you have a mic plugged in, then it's basically like a USB interface. So I have a wireless lav mic set up. Here, I can do the hand cam for that, I think. Bam. So Zoom H1's hooked up via USB to the computer, and then I have my wireless lav hooked up to the 3.5mm input, and then I'm just wearing the other end of the wireless lav. Pretty handy. That was the easiest way I could figure out to set up this headset. Or headset, this stream setup, rather. Don't know why I would have said headset. Okay. I wonder what has better preamps. I mean, your Focusrite interface is very different than an H5. An H5 is a dedicated audio recorder. I think the H5 has better preamps on the whole, but I mean, it is definitely a different device. Oh my God, Puud, for real? That's his bed now. That's his bed. Thanks, Puud. You're really helping the studio cleanup efforts here. Really helping. The micro mini DisplayPort sound bad too? I've not heard of that. There is mini DisplayPort, and that cable connection is actually pretty reliable, which is why Apple went with it for their Thunderbolt 2 port. But I've not heard of micro DisplayPort. Just did a wedding where I put the H1 inside the groom's coat with a wired lav. Yeah. I mean, that works. Honestly, in many cases, just having a wired lav that runs directly into an audio interface in your pocket, or recorder rather, is a better way to go. There's a new Zoom. It's I forgot what it's called. Caleb from, no, not Caleb. What's his name? This dude I watch. Dude, what is his name? I just watched someone review a new, hang on, we're gonna pull this up here. Just watched a review of someone who did Zoom has a new, it's basically like an H1, but made to use with a lav mic specifically, that I think is a much better option. Curtis Judd, here we go. That's who it is. Yeah, the F1. It's the Zoom F1.
In this episode, we'll take a look at this.
And you can check out his video. It is basically like the Zoom H1 combined with a lav system. It is really cool. And if you specifically need to lav up people, it is nice. I don't know how much it is, but his review is pretty good. Curtis Judd is my dad. Okay. That's a way to put it. Alrighty. Sorry, just checking on things here. Okay. Guess we're switching back to... Oh, my Stream Deck froze. God, Stream Deck, what are you doing? Oh, that is the hand cam. Never mind. Don't blame Stream Deck. That was my fault. All right. Video, more USB. All right. Well, if you haven't seen my... Oh, we got 2 Puud views here. Wow, that's... Oh, God. I'm losing my cameras. Urgh. My original plan for cables when I built this studio... 200 at B&H, that's not too bad. Just Awful Gamer gave 50 bits. Thank you so much. Hope you're having a good Friday. Thanks so much for the bits. Probably big problem I have with the GH5 XLR thing, if it fails, don't have backup audio. Exactly. Yeah. That is why actually, I guess I'll use hand cam for this real quick. Oh God. On my, this is the GH5 I usually use to record my A-roll, and I have this, it's Movo Photo or something, just non-powered shotgun mic that actually sounds really good in case my main shotgun mic dies. It's pretty handy. But yeah, my original plan for cable storage here was I had labeled boxes that I put the cables in. So I had audio, I had video, I had networking, I had power, USB. But then now it's overflowing everywhere, and so that is why we're having to add more drawers and stuff, because I just got too many cables. No, 50 bits, it's greatly appreciated. So, really, really appreciated. No, my original plan was not to just toss them on the shelf. That is what happens when I had so many power bricks in here, and then every time I went to get one, they just kind of overflowed everywhere. These are anti-static bags that I need to use for storing. I actually have, which is going to make more people cringe. This entire box is full of PCIe expansion cards and computer memory. That is all that's in here. And so I use a bunch of anti-static bags to keep those safe. All right. Oh my God. This is why we're cleaning today. You guys requested it. Can't cringe too much. This actually needs to go in a computer tower over there. These are all from the WD Red hard drives I got for my my new NAS I just made the video of recently. That's where all these came from, but I was in desperate need of anti-static bags, so that was good. All right, we have video, power, video, yeah, and they kept getting mixed together because I had so little room for everything. Oh, goodness. All right, I'm going to take a drink real quick here. What y'all saying? Once I fix my water issue in the basement, just going to make a studio in there. Well, keep in mind, yeah, my apartment's really tiny, so that's part of it. Yeah, that's a map of Skyrim. Keep in mind, if you have water issues in the past, they're likely to creep up again, so you got to be very careful with that. My parents' old house had huge flooding issues, and so, like, basically, I'm probably never going to build a studio in a basement now because of those issues, and that really sucks. All right, so we got the 3 big drawers already started. So if I need like 4 of these set up here. Jesus. Let's slide our box of computer parts out of the way. If we start on this skinnier shelving unit that does not have wheels, unfortunately, we can go ahead and make an audio drawer in that one. So, like, these ground loop isolators, this first drawer here can be an audio drawer, except they're all taped up still. Because reasons. Reasons and more reasons. But yes, I've had a couple people tell me that it looks like I have a big old space in all of the videos that I make. And I assure you, hopefully this is some sort of proof to that. I have a very tiny space. We are in a tiny 2-bedroom apartment that has virtually no space in it for all the stuff that I want to do. Like, it was huge and had a good amount of space when we first moved into it. Like, it was a nice upgrade compared to our first apartment that I was using before. But once I brought in that server rack and I started bringing in some CRTs, like it was very difficult. Holy crap, thank you. Hey, Zombie, what's up? Thanks for the Prime sub. Yeah, it has some slots on the bottom, so I could get wheels for it in the future. It just didn't have them in this specific model. And I was actually going to get 2 of the fat one that we had over here, but the other one they had in the store did not have wheels. Like someone took them out of the drawer. What's up, Bryce? What's up? Don't store electronics in the basement. Yeah. Yeah, today we're doing studio cleanup. Thanks so much for the Prime sub. We are doing studio cleanup. It was by request for some reason. I figured that was a better request for an IRL stream than pull-ups, which was being requested yesterday. And so I figured that might be a fun way, because I need to actually, like, I've been meaning to do this. This has been the crippling thing that has prevented me from basically shooting B-roll for months worth of reviews and doing a lot of videos, is I have not had the studio usable. And so if I get this usable, I can get caught up on videos. I have like my address on so many boxes that I need to black out. It's kind of embarrassing. Not embarrassing, that's not the right word, but it's kind of a problem for sure. Because I get shipped stuff like this, which is a nice little blowback for keyboards and computers, which we're going to use soon. We might even get to today, although the audio for that would be horrendous, obviously. But, nope, that does not black it out. All right, we're just going to turn it like that. But, like, then the shipping label's on there, and I don't ever remove them, and then I don't consider the part where, you know, sometimes I show things on camera, and then you can see the address, which would not be ideal. And no, I haven't actually let the address show on camera. For those of you who are about to go stalk me, I have had a couple creepos over the past couple weeks. I don't let that stuff show up in video, but it's a problem. Oh yeah, here's that microphone, that little shotgun microphone I was talking about. It is the Movo VXR10. It is 40 bucks. I'm going to be doing a video. Actually, I've already recorded the video for it, so assuming I can shoot some B-roll this weekend, the video will be up next week. Super stoked for that. And before he posts his own address. Sounds like someone wants more content. All that tech laying there, yeah. And all that cat laying there, obviously. I should just do a Puud stream, like 24/7 IRL Puud stream. Someone suggested I strap like a wireless GoPro to his back. That would be funny. All right, we've got some headphones that earbuds that I guess are gonna have their own drawer because they're not gonna fit with the normal headphones. I guess we're gonna put it in their own drawer in this bigger container. 10 out of 10 would watch the Puud stream. Oh, that one's taped too. Darn it. Don't yell at me, Puud. I was here first. He would not tolerate a GoPro being on him, though. He does not like... He can't keep a collar on. He does not like very much on him at all. All right, another problem I run into is I have so many bulbs now. Because I used to do all of my lighting with these fluorescent bulbs that were tuned specifically for video. Specifically, these are from Alzo Digital, and they're 5500K Kelvin color temperature, which was perfect for video. But they're so hot, and I couldn't keep using them because they were so hot. Like, I was sweating every time I recorded video, so I switched to all LED stuff, and now I have so many of these bulbs on top of household bulbs and colored party bulbs for some B-roll and things like that, that it is hard to store all of these for real. This is oh no, that's a normal LED. I have Philips Hue bulbs. I've got stupid stuff. Ooh, this is something we can put in drawers. I've got a new category that I've not had to deal with before. And that is RGB accessories. I've got now extension cables for 4-pin RGB, although my new computer just used 5-pin, so that changed everything. That's actually a custom keyboard cable kit I'm gonna have to separate. And then this is a Y splitter for 4-pin RGB. So that can go in one of our smaller drawers, because that would be something that we don't have a lot of, but still needs stored And if we end up having a better use for that drawer, they'll have to move because it's more convenient to access stuff we're actually going to use more quickly in that drawer. But for now, I think that might be a good idea. Yeah, LEDs are much, much less heat. Rode NTG4 Plus. It's well, I don't know what the I don't know how the NTG4 Plus is. I know the 3 was good. I have the Rode NTG2 actually. I have a few different shotgun mics, so I assume the new one would be pretty good. Hey, what's up, DB Fig? Thanks for saying hi. Sorry you may be gone by the time I acknowledge this. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. DB Fig is another streamer. I think he usually streams on Mixer. It's creepy when you turn around, we can hear your voice, but it doesn't look like you're talking. I'm doing a voiceover for my IRL stream. And here you can see the majestic cat taking a bath in his natural habitat. I don't know. You done taking a bath, Puud? Yeah, you're done. All right. This is weird. I've never really done IRL streaming. I've always thought it to be a little strange. So, voiceover with no music. Psh. I feel like this is the best part of the stream, though. I had no intention of him being here. I had no expectation that he'd join us. He never comes up here, other than when he feels left out, or if he's starving. Well, not actually starving, but he doesn't like to eat his food and then comes and complains that he's starving and hungry, so then he'll come whine that, hey, I'm starving, please feed me, and act all pathetic like this because he thinks that will get him fed. When he's got food in his bowl, he just don't want to eat it. He's very picky. He might be pickier than I am, which is saying something, because I am one of the most picky people about food that I know, for real. Oh, hey, you're at work. Oh, you're streaming on Twitch now. Interesting. This tiger is one of the most dangerous animals in the world. I'm gonna poke it with a stick. The stick is my arm. No, he tried to bite. He'd bite. Yeah, it seems strange, but people requested it after I did that PC build stream, so I figured it was worth giving a shot to. And so far it's turned out pretty well. Like, we've had some good conversations. I've had some really good chat here. Like, you guys have been awesome in the chat. So I'm definitely I'm definitely open to doing this more. And then I have a bunch of weird stuff like this, which is hard to store. This is an Extron VGA splitter. I was looking for the power cable. It's not in here. And this is the new one. I had a broken one. This is a new one. I mean, it's not new. It's from like the 90s. Is there a copyright date on it? There is not. Well, this is from like the 90s or early 2000s. But VGA input here, output here. And this is how I record some of my like Windows XP rig stuff and things like that. Split it off to the monitor and then to the capture card. Excuse me, by the way. Stream my workouts and some leather work. That would be strange. Not really sure I'd do that personally. Not that there's anything wrong with it. I'm just not that kind of open person. On top of the fact that I barely work out in the first place, so streaming such a thing would be embarrassing on its own for me. But blah 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 blah. Million reasons not to do things that are fairly simple and easy to do, because that's who I am. And then we've got a VGA to RGB HV converter. I have a lot of tech that's older than like a lot of my viewers. Have any recommendations for S-Video to HDMI adapters? Those are hard because many things won't take 240p or 480i over HDMI well, and any sort of cheap upscaler is going to introduce lag into the stream. And so it's hard for me to recommend anything other than like a FrameMeister or OSSC. So honestly, no, I haven't really tested very many that work well. I mean, there's some Porta ones from PORTTA on Amazon. I've used their component adapters and they work pretty well. Actually, I have here, hang on. Actually, I have something. Have a couple things from AverMedia. Yeah, and neither of these do S-video. That's the problem. All of these, AverMedia sent these over when I mentioned I'm covering analog stuff, and I was excited I'm going to cover them. But all of these converters just do composite. It is really obnoxious. Honestly, the best, like the easiest option, I won't say it's the best because I don't like how they handle it, but the easiest option for that kind of conversion is the original Elgato Game Capture HD, which is no longer in production. It's reached end of life, so it's a bit harder to get your hands on, but they have an S-video adapter for that, and that's the easiest way. I don't like how they handle it and yada yada, but something like that is the easiest way. FrameMeister is definitely king. OSSC can convert, well, can line double your S-video, but it will still be interlaced. And so that is, I don't like using the OSSC for interlaced content because you still have an interlaced signal that kind of bounces a little bit. And so you'll have to apply some sort of software de-interlacing, or maybe the Ripsaw might de-interlace. I don't know that it will though. I haven't tested that with my Live Gamer Extreme. They're the same card. But the OSSC will take it in. Actually, no, it won't. No, it won't. It only takes in component and RGB. Yeah, the FrameMeister is the only one that does that like that. I mean, Micomsoft themselves have a few different products, and so you could check out their product line. But the OSSC does not take in S-video. That's a big complaint in a few of my retro groups. What's annoying is that I have the Elgato HD, but I can't use it. It's USB 2.0, so I can't play it without it being hooked to my TV. That doesn't make any sense. If it's hooked to your computer, it doesn't need to... Oh. You mean like the lag. Yeah, it needs to be run out to a monitor. I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Alright, what other weird crap do we have in here? We have DisplayPort to DVI, analog DVI somehow. I was trying to find converters that would work with CRTs for like super high refresh rate stuff. There's not a whole lot that does well. They're all locked to 1080p 60 because the people who make them are extremely short-sighted. Short-sighted. I am not talking today. This is a S-video and RCA audio to BNC for composite S-video maybe? Surely it doesn't convert to RGB. Yeah, it doesn't say. But to BNC video and then Phoenix 5-pin audio, which is interesting. It's for one of my big old matrix switchers. I'm going to have to cut off that wire tie and wrap that separately though. Hopefully a sequel will be released to the FrameMeister. Yeah, hopefully, especially since the production's going to end this year maybe? I think maybe they have another year after this year worth of that original chip. I'm hoping they make a better one because the original one... Oh yeah, here's one of those port component to HDMI. Since component is just YPBPR, that can be carried over the HDMI cable, so it's a lag-free conversion mainly. It's when you start introducing lower resolutions that it gets funky. But yeah, there's actually an issue with the chip in the FrameMeister, which isn't a huge deal and isn't noticeable by most, but where if you're de-interlacing, like Bob de-interlacing 60 FPS, it will show combing artifacts sometimes. And so that was an issue with my Champions of Norath footage, was most of it was 60 FPS, but it's like every minute or two it has to resync and you'll see a bit of an interlaced effect for a second. And that's an issue with the core chip that they use that they're actually not making anymore. So I'm hoping the sequel will like do better or something like that. Yeah, people always complain about my cable management and my setups, but even like yesterday, I was testing, I have a video going live in an hour where I was retesting the AverMedia Live Gamer Portable 2 Plus after they've updated it, because I had a lot of frame drop issues with when I got it for review. I was testing it and I had to like run so many different cables and conversions here to get that hooked up, and I have to do that regularly. So of course I don't have a cable managed primary setup because I am constantly unplugging and moving everything. If I cable manage it, it is a nightmare to set up. This is a composite to RF converter. I was supposed to use this for my CRT video last summer-ish. The Should You Buy a CRT in 2017 video. And I lost this converter due to this disaster, And I wound up getting rid of that clear prison TV that I had as a result. And I super regret it now that I've found this adapter, because it would be cool to play with. But I didn't have the space for it, and I had lost the adapter I was using with it, so I just decided to get rid of it. And then I, of course, 2 weeks later found the adapter, which is why I hoard things and why I never get rid of stuff, because that story is extremely common for me. Hey, I don't need this thing. 2 weeks later, hey, I'd really love to have that thing back. And that rubber band is going to dry rot and then break while it's in there, but whatever. Hey, what's up, 41ND? Oh, I have a capture card for you. Actually, I may have it literally here. Yeah. Here you go. Here. I'm going to generate an Amazon affiliate link. You have to use my affiliate link for this. StarTech, USB 3 HD cap. I will fucking unbox it here. Excuse my French. Top. I'm covering this very soon. I'm actually doing a huge, giant video covering all of the 2018 analog capture options. USB 3, HDMI, DVI analog, which can break out to component and S-video and stuff, and then they have an S-video breakout cable here for S-video. It is, you need custom firmware for it to be good for 240p. It's from, I forgot, I can link you it if you message me on Discord though. You need custom firmware for it. This is made by Microsoft. It's StarTech rebranded for the US, but it's made by Microsoft. It's the X-Capture 1, I believe, just rebranded. Really freaking good. Let me generate my affiliate link. Actually, I don't know that I can do that super easily from here. Hang on one second. This is exactly what you need. This is exactly what you need. I totally forgot about it. For whatever reason, as soon as you said USB 3, somehow it finally clicked. This is the best, like, analog capture card for 2018. If you need something easy in USB, you can get right here. So let me pull up my link real quick. I'll switch to GoPro view. Can you see Puud? Nope, Puud moved. We will get a Puud cam going while I do this, so you don't see my screen. Puud cam. Puud cam. Supported by XSplit OBS? Yes, it is. And yes, that is use sorted for your Nintendo 64. That is exactly what you need for that. I mean, I still don't recommend for like precise games playing off a preview. No preview is good enough for that, but it's certainly infinitely better than USB 2 options. All right, affiliate links. I have no idea for real if it's in Amazon UK, but I'm going to just generate a genius link and we will see. StarTech USB 3 HD cap. It is pricey. It is not the cheapest thing in the world, but it's nowhere near the cost of a FrameMeister either. Something just like clicked over there and I have no clue what it was. Apologies for the shaky cam. This thing is sitting on the desk as I'm putting all of my weight onto it to use this keyboard here. Generate me a link, fool. There we go. Buy that. Buy that. Right there. Buy it. Buy it now. Do it. Do it now. Do it now. Whoa, monitor view. Lol. Zoom has a USB 3 audio interface. Nice. What's up, VRLN? What's your OBS guide? Thanks. Hope you enjoy it. I really cannot talk today. Holy crap. Hope you wind up streaming and it works out as a result. Because there's a lot of cool stuff you can do. Which is pretty much the only reason I get to stream these days, is to test out things like that. Yeah, it's a little under 200 bucks. Not too bad. That's pricey for some, but for me, that's a good idea. I'm going through that Sunkist way too fast. I need to switch to water. I've never heard of the AKG C1000S. Interesting. I forgot AKG made mics for real. But yes, This capture card, highly recommend. Use my Amazon affiliate link if you buy it. Mango juice? No. Sun-kissed orange soda is what I'm drinking. Not mango juice. Alright, so this is video. Puud, you're blocking my view, buddy. Or my, like, access. Not my view. Alright, I'm gonna start sticking cables in your butt, Puud. Not really. Don't quote me on that. Alright, we've got component to component. When I was trying to optimize my retro setup. Can I angle this better? This is really hard to manage. There we go. Get me, where did my cable ties go? Oh, here they are. So using AT2035. 2035 is a really good mic. I do not have a video on the 2035 or my 2020. It's on my list still to review. But I have not used the 2035, but I have heard test comparisons, and it's just a nice little it's a little upgrade over the 2020, but it's a nice one. Like, if you can get it within your budget, I'd say go for the 2035 instead of the 2020. But the 2020 is a great, like, entry point mic. Alright, bud. For real, buddy. You're in my way, boy. Boy. Yeah, you. Yeah, you. You're in my way. And see, the problem is we have now filled up this drawer with video cables, and I'm not really going to be able to, like, it's going to be awful digging through it to find anything still, but that's okay. $2100 USB is a very good mic as well. Composite cables for Nintendo 64 for some reason. I would never use, actually, it doesn't matter what you use. The Nintendo 64 has horrendous video output. It's one of the worst console video outputs to exist because of the weird blur shit they add over it, but that's okay. Weird RF adapters going on here, and an HDMI cable. It's like two polar opposites of the video cable spectrum here. You like the SM58? Video Broski, or not Video Broski, Friendly Broski had started with the SM58 and then moved to the SM7B. And from what I can tell, it's a pretty good mic. I would love to get my hands on it to review it just to have covered it as a budget option. From what I can tell, it's decently good for a cheap dynamic. Yeah, I have little like frame drops every once in a while where it goes to like 25 FPS instead of 30, and then drops back down. That's really weird. It might be the capture cards, or it might be because I'm on medium encoding. I honestly don't know which is which, but it seems to be fine overall. Dear companies, stop adding filters. Yes. Well, the PS2 had really bad video output because they screwed up the output chip on it somehow. On top of the fact that all the games primarily ran in interlaced mode, but then the video output chip, like, screwed with it even more. And so that one was really disappointing. Like, PS2 is my favorite console, but I really wish it could be designed with the entire video, like, output mechanism changed, and then force all games 480p and be good to go. Just like build a FrameMeister into it and replace the core video chip. Like, keep the same specs and stuff. Like, I don't expect it to run higher resolutions. Just not a fluctuating, staticky mess that it is. Yeah, we have filled this entire drawer with video cables. It's not exactly ideal. Oh, my phone is ringing. Spam call, yay! I love getting those every day. All day, every day. Spectrum? Never go with Spectrum Internet. They have done nothing. They took over my Time Warner contract. Oh my God, Puud! He just knocked this over. So I started out with Time Warner. Spectrum bought out my Time Warner, or bought Time Warner rather, not me, but bought out Time Warner itself. What are you doing, Puud? What is he doing over there? Spectrum bought out Time Warner, increased my prices while telling me I'm getting an amazing deal and not giving me any more. They actually lowered my upload speed and then have done nothing but harass me for the past 6 months to get me to drop my internet speed to a lower plan and add their TV service. Like, it has been non-stop, calls and mail. And like AT&T fiber is moving into my area, so I'm hoping to switch soon because I am so done with Spectrum and they are going to get a huge mouthful once I can move. And they ask why, because I am not dealing with them. Component looks good for PS2 compared to composite, but the video output chip on it in the first place is just terrible. Yeah, AT&T is doing fiber here. I don't know if it's going to be gigabit, so I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to switch. But I'm desperately hoping they're going to have symmetrical gigabit, and I can switch. All right, here we have a composite and S-video to HDMI converter, but it's garbage. Like, this is why I did not recommend it. I have one here. It is from View HD. You could try it if you want. It's probably like 15 bucks, but it is crap. Input lag and just weird conversion issues, and most capture cards won't even take like lower resolutions over HDMI in the first place. Or at least most like gaming capture cards like the Ripsaw. All right, that is all of our video cables from here for the most part. Of course, I did not expect this, but we wound up putting the heaviest drawer at the top, which is not ideal in any way, shape, or form. That is not what we should have done. I did not expect, I thought I'd have another way to store video cables, and this was our primary video cable box, which I was not expecting, so that sucks, honestly. You pay $9 for gigabit download and 500 megabit upload? What the hell? That would be like a dream come true. What in the world? I pay $95. And fiber, like anywhere there is fiber around here, because there's both Google Fiber and AT&T fiber in my area, and maybe even Comcast Xfinity fiber. They're just not available for my specific like neighborhood and apartment complex. But all of the fiber purchases are 80 bucks. But yet for basic broadband that's not even half the speed of fiber, they're charging me like 95 and telling me I'm getting an amazing deal that no new customer can get, despite the fact that it's $15 more than it was when I was with Time Warner. And so I just laugh at them like hysterically on the phone when they say that. I'm just like, really? So out of the blue, just 1 month my bill was $15 higher, no warning, no explanation given, and my speed seems to have decreased, and they have terrible routing issues, which means I get really bad speed. And you're telling me I'm getting an amazing deal. You can take that, and I can show you where to shove it, Spectrum. I really can. Yeah, this is a composite to HDMI converter too, but it's not S-video. Just, I ordered a bunch of this crap to cover in a video at some point, and I haven't gotten to it. That is that drawer pretty much full. Oh yeah, this is a degaussing wand for a CRT. You turn it on, power it up, hold the button, and it's a big old electromagnet that fixes CRTs. Don't want to leave it powered on too long or it will melt because it's cheap Chinese shit, but hey. Alright, we can throw that away. So I don't know if this actually solved our problem because we literally just filled that entire drawer. But, hey. AT&T has data caps. Yeah, that's the problem with their normal service is they switched to having data caps, which Spectrum doesn't, which I have been grateful for because I use like 10 terabytes a month. Their fiber service is not supposed to have data caps though, because that would be ridiculous. But we'll see if any of that comes to fruition. At the moment, I just have a big old fiber junction box in my apartment that, thanks for the follow, VRLN, that has a big old AT&T sticker on my wall now. GH5 battery grip just arrived. Nice. Oh, you're in Romania and you get good prices. Yeah, pretty much every other country has better internet prices other than the USA, because smart people. What's up, 219gaming.com? Using them EposVox floppies emotes. Do you like the Wii U mic? I don't have a Wii U mic. My Wii U did not come with a microphone. So I'm not sure what that is. Okay, we are making progress somewhat. I'm really happy about this. This is nice. I'm really glad I bought, you all are watching the wrong camera angle, that's okay. I'm really glad I bought these shelving units. And like I said, they're gonna go on that wall right there, below my charging stations. Once I rearrange stuff and get them filled up, of course. So that is gonna work out great without taking up too much of my space. I've been wanting to like rebuild entire shelves and stuff, because I want like a big gaming collection backdrop at some point, but I don't have the shelving space for it. Or I don't have the wall space for the shelves for it. So for now, I'm gonna have to live with things as they are. I'm gonna cut the stupid wire tie here. There we go. Whee. It's a weird cable for real. Oh, it's two different cables. Okay, that makes more sense. Here we have composite to one composite BNC, and then the RCA audio is to this Phoenix audio connection. And then this is S-Video to 2 BNC, because you have Luma and Chroma, or Chroma and Luma, whatever, in S-Video. So that makes more sense. I will still wrap them up together just for reasons, but that definitely makes more sense on the whole. How do you make a good YouTube set? Filling the backdrop with, I mean, look up videos on set design. Set design is an art and a science all on its own. But I mean, it should have good lighting, comfortable, not too messy, not too distracting, but have elements in it that relates to the content you're making or adds to the experience. If it doesn't add to it, then it should be removed. Goodbye, Puud. Goodbye, my kitty. Goodbye, my friend. You have been the cat. You have been the cat for this stream. That actually sounds really sad, like he was dying or something, since that's what that song's about, and he obviously is not dying. EposVox might be the only person in the world that has more cables than I do. Of course I do. Oh God. Oh yeah. Or you can see TechSource's Instagram where he showed that he had a really cool backdrop, and it was just like a blue wall, a red wall, a green wall, and like a random pot and picture frame on a shelf. It was the most bizarre thing in the world, but he was really happy with it. So more power to him, I guess, since most tech tubers just have plain white walls, but it was very bizarre for a set. Oh, by the way, for a Ryzen update, I did submit for an AMD boot kit. They have not gotten back to me to confirm, to ask for my address or anything yet, but I did send the pictures and the invoice and all of the stuff that they need to get an AMD boot kit so I can get the Ryzen system going. Since it's Friday, if they respond today, hopefully I'll get it next week. If not, it may be late next week before I even get it, because they haven't responded. I mean, they responded like within 12 hours of me sending it, but they haven't responded after I sent the stuff, so we'll see. And I just took the Gamers Nexus strategy of saying, like when they asked for communication with the motherboard manufacturer, I was just like, yes, I spoke to my motherboard manufacturer. They couldn't help me without me having another processor. Hopefully they'll bite, because I'm not going to actually email my motherboard manufacturer because they're not going to do anything. So there's that aspect. Curved galvanized steel walls with embedded shelves. That sounds interesting. I mean, I have found that my favorite set for me so far has just been my actual office setup behind me, because the setup looks cool. But it can also be distracting if I leave the screens on or turn stuff on them. Like, some people love it, some people hate it. I don't know what to do in that regard. All right. I'm honestly scared to tackle this power situation, because that's what is actually overflowing, so that's what we need to tackle next, I guess. I'm just scared to do so. But that is what we need to be looking at, is that mess right there, so we can reclaim the shelves. And honestly, for real, if I clear off these shelves and can get like interesting stuff on there, like, I mean, this is not the right angle for it, but this, if I keep the camera angle tight enough, if I can do so, this like corner area with the headphones and these shelves, again, if I clear them off and whatever I keep on here, if I have something interesting, like this could be a cool set. Like this could be a backdrop, but we'll have to see what I can get on them first. and that is unlikely to happen. Yeah, all them notepads. Actually, most of these are just magazines and stuff. Like I've got Broadcast Supply World catalogs, B&H catalogs, PC Gamer mags, Game Informers, game manuals, D&D manuals, 3.5e, which I need to reference soon. We finally started a Pathfinder group. Got trading card binders. These are all, this is a box. This is all user manuals from products. At some point I might have to try to sort that. Don't really know how to handle that. To be honest, I'm terrified of that. All right, so we should tackle power. So that is most important. Let me roll this over here. They see me rolling, they hating. Just too wide and nerdy, just too wide and nerdy, just too wide and nerdy. All right, this is actually an RGB strip that can go in our fancy new RGB drawer. Haha. Bring the power. Bring the violence. All right, and something I try to make an effort to do is also labeling power bricks as I go. The labels don't always stay on, but that way when I pull them out of, I'm blocking the view of a spaghetti monster like this, I know what the hell they are. Wow. Okay. All right, well, these two are just 1-foot extension cables, extension cable. That is my piano power brick. That one's obvious. All right, here's this one. I don't know what this is. What is this? Oh, this is that light panel adapter. It has a 4-pin XLR connection as the power adapter. I can label that. This can go in as is because I know what it is. We're not going to have enough room. Oh, you all can't even see that. Where can I put this? Jesus. Windows XP computer out of the way. Hey, thanks for the host. Turn up the bacon. Turn it up. I want some bacon. We got some boxed bacon, not like real bacon, but boxed bacon downstairs for sandwiches or something. Y'all can't really see that either. Whatever, it's fine. Thanks for the host, man. Greatly, greatly appreciated. RGB drawer. Came in at the wrong time to hear that. All right, so we are gonna label this power brick. I finally picked up, after years of resisting, finally picked up one of those Dino basic label makers. I don't even know what model it is. Label Manager 160. I've wanted this for like a decade. Finally picked me one up. So I can label this Flow Light. Flow Light. And then just print it. And it prints out the top here. Haha. Not directly endorsing that per se, but it is really handy to have in a studio like this. Ugh. And we need to wrap up the power cords for that. Alrighty. Oh, put it on there with the friggin' backing. There we go, flow light. Like I said, those don't always stay, but worth a shot. And then we need to tie up the power leads on that, because that's a nightmare. When we did a lot of cables is categorize them. Computer, audio, video. Yep, that's what I do. Oh, big old freezer bags? Well, that would be awful because I'd be getting in them all the time, so the bags would just get like destroyed. That would be... I used to put every single cable in a Ziploc bag on their own just to keep them from tangling up. That quickly became unsustainable. All right, and I'm just going to be lazy and... Actually, no, I can do it the smart way. I can loop it right here next to the brick and then just loop them all together here. This is a long-ass power cable. Jesus Christ. I mean, this is for professional video lighting. I spent like 50 bucks on this power brick to get it from the company for this big-ass LED panel, only to find out the LED panel was yellow instead of like white. It was like completely useless to me. I still use it for like some B-roll shots, but it's not like a useful video light for me. It's from the early LED panel days before they figured out how to make decent LED panels. The panel itself would have cost like a few $100 at the time, but now it's not super valuable. So I couldn't sell it. I mean, I could sell it, but not for anything worth my time or the shipping. It's the issue I run into with a lot of things. is I could sell a lot of what I have that isn't review products, obviously. Can't sell those. But I could sell a lot of what I have that I've gotten from like the auctions and things like that. But most of them, I would not make enough from them in order for it to be worth my time to deal with the listing, and ship it. And deal with the risks of it breaking in shipment and having to return it, then losing all my money and so on. Which again, add this to 500 reasons why I hoard. EposVox floppy is only a sub emote. I mean, the ones with the sliders, I know they don't tear easily, but like this is like 50 pounds of cables here. It's not gonna, and again, going through the bags would be my problem. I'm all about usability. This is for my System 76 laptop. Keep that towards the front. I got a million of these extender cables that I use for power bricks, because when they have the wall wart, I need to be able to plug in multiple to a single power strip, and they're not conducive to doing that on their own. I've got a bunch of crap up here. All right. Got to balance camera angles here. Actually, what if I just turn this, since we don't need a cat cam anymore? What is this view looking like? Stream Deck, switch. There we go. That's a bit better, maybe. Nail some focus here. Haha. Oh, my Puud's crying downstairs. Jeez. Do you miss the T3i? No, I do not miss the T3i. I'm sad I didn't do like an homage video for it, where I was like homage to the T3i. I wanted to do that before I got rid of it, but I sold it. But I certainly don't miss using it. I used it in December. All of my videos from December were shot, well, that were shot in December at least, were shot on the T3i, because my G7 was at Panasonic for repair. And I hated every minute of it because it was awful to use, and I just had a horrible time with it, and the video quality was pretty crap from it. Okay, yeah, this video cable drawer is gonna have to get moved to the bottom shelf, because that is redonkulous. All right, so I want this drawer to be power bricks that I actually use. So basically, like, these laptop power bricks should be a priority. I think that would be the smart way to go. And then maybe I'll take like that Xbox One out, since I don't use it often enough. Because I do have other places to put cables on top of this. I just need them more accessible in general. Yeah, I think that's gonna work better. Keep that towards the front. It never stays towards the front. Yep, never stays towards the front. I keep blaming the Stream Deck because sometimes I'll hit the button and it won't switch scenes. It's obnoxious. Like, most of the time I use the Stream Deck, it works flawlessly. But every couple times, like the more I stream, the more I run into it, of course, just due to availability. But sometimes I'll just go to use it and it just like won't switch scenes. It'll just like freak out. Got some purple LED Christmas lights. These have like a 50 or 60 hertz refresh that shows up weird on camera. I'm honestly gonna get rid of these, I think. They were pretty cool for a little while. I'm gonna set them to the side to donate for now, but I think I'm getting rid of them. What's up, Puud? Puud's back. Puud's back, everybody. He's mad that I took his spot. Oh, yeah, he's mad I took his, like, jumping pad. What's up, buddy? No, he's gonna sleep on that sandbag there. Okay, that's his bed now. You're not feeling well today or something? Why are you so clingy today? He's like never clingy. Well, he is, but it's not like the most common thing. Especially when I'm streaming and making a whole bunch of noise. Or maybe that's it. Maybe he's trying to tell me to shut the hell up. Always within the realm of possibility. I have so many laptop power bricks. Jesus. So many. I don't even know what this is for. Oh, this is for like a NAS or something. So many power. Hey, hope the battery grip's working out for you. My skin is so dry, it's so dry here. It's like bouncing back and forth between spring and winter over and over. It's really obnoxious. Suddenly I'm starving too. I may have to go, like, find something I can scoop down real quick. I ate breakfast like, I guess it was like 4 hours ago now. Jesus. It's at like 6:30 a.m. It's 11 now. It was just some Pop-Tarts anyway. Not a big breakfast guy. I mean, I eat in the morning, but I don't eat a whole lot of breakfast foods. I can go grab a banana in a minute, though. I need to be eating a banana. If they're good, they may still be green. I do not eat green bananas. Okay, another laptop power break. Jesus. Here we go. Ooh, this one has a built-in Velcro strap. What's a good stream computer? He's an internet cat. He wants some fame. Yep. More or less. You know, I told him he was Twitch famous earlier since he has his own emote now, so he's letting it go to his head. I mean, I can't recommend just like a plain computer. I'm more in the build-it-yourself kind of, so I don't have specific models I can recommend. You need a Core i7 8700K, 8th Gen Coffee Lake CPU, and NVIDIA graphics. Hashtag sponsored, I guess is what I'm supposed to say. All right, the rest of these do not need to go. Actually, this one does. And then the rest of these power bricks do not need to go into this drawer. So we can end it on that one. Where'd he go? Puud? Did you leave me? I thought he just walked by. Puud? I guess he left. I didn't even see him. Lol. Oh. Well, laptops in general are always going to suck for streaming. Like, some of them you can use, but generally laptops just do not have the throughput, even if they have similar specs. Like, even if you have one, oh, here's Puud. He's walking by now. He was hiding in a corner doing God knows what. But even, especially MacBooks for some reason, like, it's really bizarre because they're really powerful for a lot of things, but I always hear people who get really powerful MacBooks and they're like, this thing's super fast, what can't it stream, man? And it just can't. Laptops do not have the throughput, even on similar specs. Even if you get like an i7 in it, especially if it doesn't have dedicated NVIDIA graphics, it just can't keep up with the scene compositing and rendering that's required for live streaming. I really want a MacBook Pro. Like, I'm trying to figure out ways that I can get my hands on a MacBook Pro just for making tutorials. I'm not going to switch to Mac or anything like that, but I'd love to have one for tutorials, but that is not within my budget at the moment. Yeah, I guess it's mainly Mac OS itself that's not good for it, because even OBS doesn't work well on it. Like, they have all sorts of issues getting audio detection to work in the first place and things like that. So generally I have to recommend avoiding laptops, especially of the Mac variety. All right. We have almost cleared off all the big junk from the shelf, so now we just have a small box of actual power cords, which is how this started out. Of just a few small bricks, the power extenders, and computer power cords. Assuming I don't drop these pop filters onto my cat. Oh, there's some pigtails for outlets if I ever need to add some extra grounding to outlets, which I should not, well, I'm not going to do it all here at an apartment, but I should not need to do here specifically in the first place. Cool. We have a reasonable box of power stuff there. Don't know where these will go for now. Just set them out of the way. No, I don't want a fake MacBook. I would never... No, virtual machine does not do what I want. Virtual machine cannot handle... Well, first of all, getting a Mac running in a virtual machine is not doable, like, realistically for a lot of stuff. Like, some people can do it, but it does not work very well, and it doesn't have dedicated graphics, so you can't do a lot of the stuff I want to test with it, and it just doesn't run well, even if I have high-end specs. It just, emulating that does not work well. I have been hunting on eBay, but I have struggled to find any that are well within my budget enough to justify it. Because I've been looking at 2013 and 2014 ones, because those have relatively recent i7s and i5s, but I just can't get a good enough deal. Horse Taco, our stream moderator here, got one for like 200 bucks somehow, and I've yet to be able to find one that doesn't jump up to like 600 bucks. Well, even like using the dock in a VM for Mac was super laggy for me, so I don't know what I was doing wrong, but I did not like the experience. And honestly, I'd just rather have real hardware to capture from just for compatibility's sake, but... Alright, well, we're making some progress. I guess I'm going to grab a banana real quick, because my stomach is saying, please, please feed me. You guys can enjoy Puud Cam here for a second, and I will be right back, I guess. I would put it on the BRB screen, but I figure you guys would rather see Puud. So I'm going to do that and be right back. Well, he was supposed to do something interesting for you all. Doesn't look like he's going to. You want the banana Puud? No? Didn't think so. Alright, I'll be right back in just a second. Okay. Nope, wrong camera. Hello, what's up? Anybody got any exciting plans for the weekend? You want to make me jealous? I might be going to see Black Panther with my fiance and my family on Sunday, but we had a death in the family and some stuff came up, so that might not happen after all. I have here a box of original PlayStation mags that I got at a local arcade convention for $5 that I want to check out soon. No, I don't get notified of anything. That would be a weird privacy thing. I just get a small percentage of your total order for the next 24 hours. And if you use that link regularly to generate the cookie, then I get more credit. So I can send you an overall Amazon link on Discord if you'd like. Well, this is a huge stack. There's like 100 PlayStation magazines here. Holy crap. This one has Eco on it. Ico. Yeah. This is from September 2001. When's this one from? September 2000. Static came back when it switched to BRB. It must be generated by like lag of the like stinger transition or something. That's weird. The static isn't caused by the microphone. Yeah, I'm using a wireless lav. It's caused by like the stinger transition or something. Hang on, let me flip on studio. I don't know how we fixed it last time, but we're just gonna do a couple cuts here. And then webcam. And turn it back off. Right now it's there, but it was gone on BRB. Alright, I'm turning the music back off. I feel like that's all that would have caused it before. No, it was caused when we were switching scenes. Like, it did that earlier. Or maybe when I went down... Maybe when I went downstairs it like... Test. Oh, my mic is... No, it's not clipping. Okay. Maybe it's caused when I went downstairs it like switched channels. Problem is this has an automatic channel switcher, so switching on its own doesn't always work. Hold on. Let me do... Oh. Damn it, is this cable shorted? Yep, that was it. Son of... This is an expensive mic. Yeah, I'm not gonna touch it. Is it better now? It looks like it's better. Is it better? I don't know. Alright, so it is really just caused by that wire. That really sucks, dude. And I'm just gonna hang it off the side and hope the wire doesn't pull too much. Probably gonna do a little review of that capture card. Yeah. Have fun with your audio stuff. Alright. Anyway, PlayStation mags. June 2000. I want to see how old these go back to. Oh, Jesus. That's back to 2001. January 2000. We're about to hit the 90s. Oh, these are sorted by month, not year. Like, I keep encountering the same month across multiple years. I don't know. We've got SOCOM. Yeah, so it's the cable shorting. That really sucks, dude. This is an expensive microphone. Dark Cloud. Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. Tarzan. August 1999, there we go. Final Fantasy, the movie, the games, the history. Metal Gear Solid 2. War of the Monsters. Alright, well, I don't know. Not sure what to do about that. Let me turn it off and back on real quick. No, if it's pulling on it. I'm gonna mute it. I'm gonna mute it. I'm gonna mute it. Testing, testing. Let me know how it is. If not, we can switch to a shotgun mic I have over here. It's going to be a really awkward setup if so, because it's a little baby shotgun mic, and then when I walk around, you're not going to hear me as well, obviously. Beyond that, I'm not sure what to do. This is the only wireless well, I have another wireless kit. I do have another wireless kit. It doesn't sound anywhere near as good. Yeah, if I bend over a bunch, it's probably going to be a problem. Oh, well. Oh, that was really loud. They have one, Crash Team Racing. Holy crap. PS2 test drive. So this was like right before the PS2 came out. November 1999. October 1999. Spyro 2, Ripto's Rage. And these are like smaller than the bigger ones that they normally were. Oh man, this is going to be so much fun to dig through. So, yeah, I have like 2 big-ass stacks of these magazines here. This whole stack. And I got them all for $5. I feel really bad because I threw away a whole collection of Nintendo Power when I was younger, but I am super stoked for that. I got to figure out a way to put them on that bookshelf, though, which is going to be a problem. But we're going to figure that problem out, if you know what I mean. All right. So, I think before we can go too much further, I need to tackle this. This is a box I mentioned before of PCIe cards and things like that, but the shoebox is not big enough. I was hoping we maybe move it to this paper box, but honestly that's not much bigger than the shoebox. So I'm thinking we can use the box the PlayStation mags were in. It's a little beat up, but I'm thinking it should work. And then ideally, it can fit right there. Maybe. Maybe not. So we're going to load this up here and find out. And we can go through some of the historical archives in this set here. For example, my BFG NVIDIA 9800 GT. BFG isn't even around anymore. 9800 GT is super old. Hey, what's up? I am Dude Man. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. We are doing a weird one. Y'all are joining me as I clean up my studio for some reason. It was requested and it's something I need to do, so we're going to be doing it. And so I need to fill this up with more PCIe cards. I can probably angle if I don't bend my mic the GoPro over here and we do it that way. Yeah, that works out better. This is a giant bag of ECC DDR3 memory a viewer sent me. I still need to try to make use of it so I can shout them out in a video for sending it over. This is a kit I bought for my Cineform server series I never wound up using. This is just dedicated heat sinks you can throw on just about any normal memory. I thought it'd be cool to use, but it didn't work out in that build specifically. But that's staying since I keep memory in here. I'm just gonna keep it in here. Yeah, I'm gonna do a full studio tour on the channel once I get to that point. I did one last year around this time. I need to do another one. I just haven't reached that point of cleanliness. Here we have an original ATI Fire GL. I'm trying to see if there's a better model number. Yeah. Old professional ATI card. Pretty sick. Oh yeah, we have a couple of these. I'll go ahead and pull this out real quick. April Fool's Studio 2. We have a couple. I don't 100% know what these are. These were given to me, so if anyone's more familiar. Oh no, I know what they are. These are Big O RAID controllers, or at least SAS controllers, because these are Big O SAS splitter connectors, I believe, and they have their own dedicated memory and dedicated backup like chip. Pretty crazy. Has their own RAM slot on it, and then Big O. I have cables for these. They plug into these, and then they split out to a million SATA or SAS connectors. Pretty cool. Yeah. My workspace has accumulated way too much stuff over the years. Actually, over the year, rather. It's been pretty ridiculous. Like, this apartment seemed huge compared to our last one that I also filled up when we first moved in. And now it's just like, we're desperate for a big house or something. But, wow, I'm having trouble. I know this is really obnoxious sounding. Jesus. Stay. Having trouble getting them to stay up. But a house is going to have to be like a 2019 goal or something, probably. Oh yeah, here's a ASUS sound card I bought for that Cineform server as well. Just standard PCI. I don't really have a use for it right now, but I will find one in the future. Because sound cards are always in use for older rigs. Oh yeah, I was going to do my own like PFSense router or something at some point, so I bought, it was on a cheap eBay deal, a 4-port LAN card, which will always come in handy at some point. Invest in a warehouse. We've toyed with the idea of just going with a small house and then me having a separate office space, which would be very expensive. But just to separate it. Oh yeah, here's the Elgato HD60 Pro. I wish I knew where the low profile bracket for that was, because I could put that in a kind of cool rig at some point. But yeah, we toyed with the idea of like just getting a smaller house that we can actually afford, and then having me try to look into renting an office space. But that would be more expensive, and then I would probably never be home, or I would never get work done. Because the reason I'm able to stay so productive is that I live where I work, and so I can work at all hours of the day if I need to. And so having an office would just mean that I'm never home. And that's not ideal, especially if we're going to have kids soon. Oh yeah, here's that Quadro I bought earlier in the year. I still need to finish covering dual GPU for OBS at some point. Have an extra low profile bracket? Oh, this is a beefy bad boy. This is the XLR8 Performance Edition 8800 GTS. Now, I'm excited to use this, and another one I have downstairs I need to go grab. Has dual DVI output, which is pretty badass, but then it has S-video output, which can connect to a TV. And that would be really cool to play with since I'm doing a bunch of CRT videos anyway. I have another like 5540 or something downstairs that I need to get to put in this box. And then I have my GTX 1080 I need to put in a static bag soon and put in this box as well. Excuse me. All right. They sent you another one in the RMA. Oh, nice. I mean, I should still have mine somewhere. I just don't know where it is. Here's another one of those weird SAS expander cards with dedicated RAM sticks on it. Never seen anything like that before. Obviously a server card, but that's just being added to the horde that I may never use. This is a RAID controller of some sort. Does it have a made in Singapore? That's all it says. Don't even have a brand name on it, really. Oh, it's a Dell, I think. Controller card has 5 onboard SATA ports. Onboard pins, LED indicators. I've got 2 of those. and then a couple Nixon Firewire cards. So we will bag them and tag them. Actually, I'm not tagging them, that's part of the problem. But I don't really have anything to tag them with, because I don't know what the hell they are most of the time. These came in a big old lot from Richard. He gave me the computer I used for that Krillin build project, the little Dell. And then he gave me a bunch of these weird server cards and stuff, which at some point I will dig into, but I just have not had the time. That is the most dusty Firewire card. You can't really see it, but it's just like filled with dust. Oh. Oh, that just floated everywhere. Oh. Oh. Stay out of the box. It stayed out of the box. Alright, I'm going to stop blowing in your ears. That's probably sounding really bad. Yeah, that was definitely a bad idea. I mean, I didn't want to put it up still dusty. I have a can of air I could be using, but I'd rather not. I'm sure that would destroy your ears even worse. Alright. This box actually fits all of my PCI cards. I am super happy. Like I said, I have a GPU downstairs I need to grab. But for now, I think this is pretty good. Wonder if i7 7700K would be able to sustain 1080p. Yeah. Definitely. You can do 1080p on a lot of things. You wouldn't be able to do like slow preset or something like that, but... Alright, and ideally, this will go here for now. But my stupid slider's in the way here. There we go. This is my old slider. I still need to make a video on it so I can unpack it, because I got a new one, which is somewhere over here. I got the Rhino H1 or N1 or something like that. It's pretty nice. Alright, PCI slot, internal computer stuff. I'm honestly going to have to throw away some of these light bulbs at one point. This is getting ridiculous. And these are just like the ones that came in the apartment. Our energy company sent us out a bunch of free LED bulbs, and so I swapped them. But I didn't want to throw them away. Like, they're still working. And I don't like, you know, I wouldn't want to have to buy them if we had them here. So, again, more reasons why I hoard. I need like a hashtag or something to go with that. Or like a TV show. All right, we started an audio drawer, so these can go in that audio drawer, which is right here. I'll just toss them in. All right, I guess we should try to put up those PlayStation mags, see if we can get them to fit real quick. I'm afraid to bend over and start screwing with this mic cable. I probably just hit it just now. I am really sorry if so. Goodwill might take them, but I don't know. And given that no matter what I give them, they just throw it in a tote, I wouldn't trust them to not just break them. And these I wouldn't be getting rid of the actual like video bulbs, the CFL ones. I'd just be getting rid of normal LED, or like, they might be CFLs, but they're not the fancy video ones. All right. In theory, I can squeeze some of them in this shelf. I may have to pull some stuff out though, so that's going to be a problem. Is it a problem we can solve though? That is the question. I have two of these battery backups that I'm going to make video on and then actually implement into my setup, but I've not had the space to unbox them and make the video on them, so then of course don't get the video done and then they take up space. i9 along with appropriate motherboard were too expensive. Yeah, you don't need an i9. Like, an i9 is nice, but you don't need it for streaming. i7 is the way to go, unless you're doing like super crazy work. For just streaming, i7, definitely it. And I'm hoping I can fit it in here, especially if I take out some of these notebooks or something. I mean, that's a lot of magazines though. Oh yeah, here's the other slider. Duh. It's the Sellens, it's the Sellens Nordic H1 or N1. It's a belt-based slider, and then I've got a basic Manfrotto 502 HD head, something like that on there. It's all right. There's still a little bit of sway using one tripod, and it's really obnoxious to put it on my tripod. I wish I had the room for more tripods for it, but it's an alright system. Alrighty, yeah, we're not gonna fit all of those in there, so I need to pull some of this junk out that doesn't go here. Yeah, none of this stuff goes with the books. I have, from my very first color printer, from my very first one, I have a printable CDR that I saved because I did not want to waste it, which of course meant that I never used it, so I basically wasted it. That is how I do with a lot of things. Spent more on RAM than your 8700K. Yep, that's how the market works right now. Okay. Can we fit the magazines? I'm gonna get a weird view of my butt for a minute. Got a random card trick book I don't care about. I'm not Peter McKinnon. Yeah, we're not fitting all of those there, so I'm gonna have to move some stuff around as we get to that point. That sucks. I wish all these magazines had the playable demo discs. I do have a small collection of them for like PS2, not for the PS1 days. These all magazines are mostly the PS1 era. So that's interesting. And honestly, I wouldn't have had very many magazines from the PS1 era, so it is nice to fill in that kind of gap in my history with this stuff. Because we wouldn't have kept that stuff. X-Men, the movies, the games, the demo. Hashtag EposButt. Bottom shelf is just 101 clutter. Now, that bottom shelf is supposed to be all of Chew's stuff, but I have then needed the space and have put my own stuff back on it, which is a problem, but it happens. All right, I may have to pull off my trading card binders, which is not what I want to do. Or I could pull off the Halo Encyclopedia and the Marvel Encyclopedia, which of course has even more books resting on it. Pull off these two big-ass things. Keep them out of my way from it. This is why cleaning, or like organizing, takes me so long. It is a constant cycle of moving stuff back and forth until it fits in exactly the right way. Also, it is 11:36, so I just had a video go live if you're interested in an update on that AverMedia. Oh, I'm bending the mic. That AverMedia Live Gamer Portable 2 Plus 4K pass-through capture card. I reviewed it in December. I finally have an update about the dropped frames issue and answered a couple questions I got, whether it supported 1440p and ultra-wide and things like that. That video just went live. It's really short. Just features some COD gameplay and voiceover. Up on the channel. Okay. Yeah, we're not fitting all of these. But we can fit a good amount here, actually. God, I've got so much shit everywhere. I've got so much junk. I need to make myself get rid of more, but I just can't, dude. I don't know what I would do with half of this. And half of this I picked up that was other people's junk that I thought would be better in my hands. And so, what sense would it make to get rid of stuff that I hoarded from other people's junk? It's so ridiculous. Such a terrible cycle, for real. Such a terrible cycle. Oh no, come back. Yep. That is, oh, they're bending, don't bend, don't bend. Please don't bend, please don't bend. There we go. That is basically max capacity. We still have a small stack. Oh, that's a really small stack. We can fit them. Don't do this at home, kids. Oh, no, we cannot fit them there. Nope. Damn it. So close. Yet so far. And we shove them under here. Nope. What the heck? Oh, it's so full. It's so full. All right, I can get rid of this word star box. Well, I can't get rid of it. I can take out this word star box. That doesn't need to go here. Move these over. Fill those in. Haha! We have done it, ladies and gentlemen. All right, you all probably saw none of that, but they are there now. Where you want A has B in it, which has some C in it, etc. Hey, you got the email about the video? You mean YouTube's sending notifications? What? Amazing. I'm always impressed when notifications actually go out as intended. All right, Marvel book goes there. Halo encyclopedia doesn't even begin to have room anywhere. Don't know what that notebook is. Don't know what this notebook is. These are more, oh, these are video game manuals, not even product manuals. Halo encyclopedia. That's pathetic. That's where it's gonna go. Puud, what are you doing, buddy? He just like keeps wandering around trying to find new places to lay down. So this is WordStar 4.0 for DOS that I picked up for that video a while back. This is the manual for it from like the 80s. Found a full set, thought it'd be really cool, and now I have nowhere to put this crap. Alright, shoebox is empty, so we can move it and the paper box out of our way until we actually have inevitably stuff we need to put in it. Idea is less boxes if we have the drawers though. That's the idea. So I can move these out of the way. This More Card Tricks book down here can get donated. Alright, this box is stuff that is the accessory box that came with my BenQ 1440p 144 hertz monitor. We actually don't need anything in it. Empty box for that S switch. User manual and driver CD can go with our user manual stack until we sort that. And then we've got a USB cable and a DVI-I cable. So yeah, we can get rid of this box. Sweet. Getting rid of boxes is always good. Good monitor. Yeah, the BenQ, it's the one that I showed in that Elgato sponsored 4K 60 video. The one that I used for that. I got it specifically for that video. It's pretty good. Oh, I think we killed a camera. Yep, top down camera seems to have died. It's pretty good. It's a TN panel though, and I just don't have room for it in my main setup. Like I would much prefer, in goal for me, hello, plastic. In goal for me has my production and streaming setup being a different computer and set of monitors than my gaming setup. That way my gaming setup can just be one monitor and it can be high refresh rate and then pipe it over to the other computer, but we don't have room for that right now because I'd much rather be gaming on 1440p 144 hertz than 4K at 60 hertz, especially my fancy DCI 4K 17:9. Like I'd much rather be gaming on the 1440p, but I do not have the room for such a setup right now. Right, I'm hanging, you guys can't even see that. Have my big old pegboard here. I'm hanging these cables on there because they might actually be useful sometime soon. Hopefully that's not too much weight for it. Plastic picks up easy on mic. Yeah, sorry. Figured that would be the case. Especially since my mic was right here and I was opening it right here. This is a Google Fiber shirt, by the way, since they're coming to my like area. No, there's plenty of affordable 27 inches that are still 27. All of mine are 27 or 28, other than my big one, which is 31, and like they're fine. I wish I wouldn't have switched to the 27-inch form factor in the first place, because it's just so big. Like I feel like I'd be happier if I would have stayed with 24-inch and then been able to go there, but like I don't feel like I can go back anymore. And then it's hard to integrate my Ninja Inferno since it's like a 7-inch into the recording setup. It's a little weird. Okay. We have another box we can clear out here. Oh, that's the camera that died. Did it die? No battery power. No battery. No batteries. We can fix that though. We can fix that. Wow, this is heavy now. Glad I put wheels on that thing, because moving that triple drawer cart thing around without wheels would have been obnoxious. All right, we are going to change a camera battery live on stream. Hit EposVox. Which means my other camera's going to die soon, so I really need to get this charging. And yes, dummy batteries, but I don't have the plugs to run them, blah, blah, blah. We talked about this last stream. I'm aware of my options. And I could switch to a camcorder for a little bit too if I needed to. It's just a different HDMI plug. All right, battery charging. Hello. All right, so this box I want to clear out just so we can get rid of the box. These are 2 headphone ear pads. They can go in our chop drawer of our little drawer, which is still taped up here. Just to have like accessories for now, and then I can move them later if we find a better use for this other small drawer. Whee! What else do we have in this? Yeah, first gen 4K anything is a big problem. That's actually a big problem I'm running into now, is 2 of my 3 4K monitors are only 4K over DisplayPort. They don't have HDMI 2.0. And so, here's a crappy Intel fidget spinner I got from IEM. It's plastic, it doesn't have the same weights. So kind of works, but you can just tell it's so much cheaper. But yeah, those monitors aren't HDMI 2.0. And so they're really hard to like integrate with anything at this point. All right, another box emptied. Don't know what to do with this stuff yet, but we're making progress. And so that's the biggest reason, that's the biggest hurdle I'm encountering with my capture setup, is I can't run HDMI to my primary monitor in order to capture it. Like I can't use my Ninja Inferno just like inline, because I can't run HDMI to my monitor. I have to use DisplayPort, and then there's no good DisplayPort features or hardware. My finger's falling apart here. All right. This is a remote for like one of my creative speaker systems. I don't even know which. This is just going to get filed away for now, because I'm never going to use that. How long have you been doing Twitch? Well, I've streamed on Twitch basically since it was created. I even streamed back on the Justin TV days. Never like full-time or anything. Like I've never been a full-time streamer at all. But I first streamed on Twitch back when it was first a thing, and streamed a little bit back in 2011. That's how I got my first big break on YouTube, quote-unquote big break, on my old channel. And did a dual commentary, which was the way of collaborating back in the day with one of the bigger Call of Duty YouTubers at the time. But then I switched away from Call of Duty and switched away from gaming, made a different channel, yada yada. I've never really streamed like dedicated on a regular schedule or anything. Do you like Canon or Sony? Both? Neither? Even 180 bucks, nobody's biting? Really? I mean, I realize G-Sync at 60 hertz is fairly pointless, but for 180 bucks, that is not bad. What's going on, Jay Brucifer? We are cleaning up the studio today. I'm trying to figure out what to tackle next. We have made some good progress, even though it probably doesn't look like it at all. But I got a couple new shelving units here, or not drawer units that we're putting stuff in, and we have been clearing stuff out, including we've been clearing up this shelf space here. So we're making some progress. Not, you know, working miracles, but things are happening. Trying to figure out how to best move stuff. Like I have so much stuff on this area that also needs places that I don't really have room for. How you doing this morning? I am doing great. How about you? Actually, I want to check on that video that just went live really quickly. Make sure it actually went live. Hey, it did go live. No one's watching it because it's not really a video worth watching, but it went live. Someone said, someone commented on the video saying, nice stream you did earlier, except I'm still alive. I'm still alive. Oh, you're selling locally? Yeah, locally can be hard to sell if people aren't into your specific niche. Because all your fans are here. Yeah. All right. Ow! Oh my god. Okay. This freaking stupid... That slider. I keep kneeing into it, and it actually scratched the front of a CRT I have and loved, and I may have to get rid of now. I had it leaning up against the workbench, and it fell over and scratched a big old scratch across the front of a CRT. Scratched the glass. Ridiculous. I should have kept it in the bag, but I don't like doing that, and now I regret it. This monitor weighs more than a 43-inch TV. Yeah, that's... Sounds like it's not actually a good monitor. All right, these... No, I didn't hear it. It wasn't too bad. I was just terrified. These are like IR receivers for... Well, this one's an IR receiver for an ancient HDMI switcher. I'm going to throw this one just away. This one's an extra IR extender for my Logitech Harmony hub. I love, like, that thing is a lifesaver, so I'm going to keep this. It's going to go in our small drawer at the top for now. This does not need to be pointed all the way at the ceiling light. One of the first Gen 4K Acers. Nice. My first microphone would have been something built into a webcam or a headset. First one I actually bought was a blue snowball. It was terrible, but it was great for the upgrade at the time, but I don't usually recommend people go that upgrade path anymore. Trying to just find things I can put away for now. Hey, we got another RGB thing for our RGB drawer. This is a 5-pin. I talked about before I ran into issues where I only had 4-pin. This is a 5-pin extension cable that I had to solder myself. Did not go well, but I'm terrible at soldering. But we actually do have a use for an RGB drawer, so that's cool. You had a Yeti first? Nice. The Yeti's usually not worth the money if you can find other things. You actually have a siren, Razer siren. That's basically a Yeti remanufactured. Pretty much anything like that, I talked about this in our PC building stream. Pretty much anything like that companies like Razer or Elgato makes that's outside of their normal product line is usually made by someone else. So the Razer Ripsaw is an AverMedia Live Gamer Extreme that is just remanufactured by someone else. The that's not where that goes. Where's our audio drawer? There we go. What was it? The Elgato Stream Deck is like an Infinitron thing that they've taken the branding from. It's legal. Like, it's a company partnership thing, but they don't directly make it. And I'm pretty sure someone like Blue or something makes the Razer Siren. Razer doesn't make it themselves. They've just taken like the internals and put their own little swag around it. Oh, the Razer Keo that I'm using right here is a Logitech C922 internals with a light ring put around it. Elgato green screen is original. There is not an ODM product on the market from that. I will give them that. Excuse me. Unlike all of these other things, you will not find the knockoff brand of the Elgato green screen. That does not exist. That was just Elgato. And they did a kick-ass job with that. That's not sponsored or anything like that. That is my honest opinion, is the green screen is one of the coolest things they have done. And they did it really, really well, despite all of the complaints about the pricing. Camlink still, I mean, they make capture cards. Capture cards are their main product line. They just shrunk down their capture card. That one was easy. Of course, that was them. All right, I'm really struggling to stay... I'm struggling to stay productive. By the way, I want to announce here, I have a completely unopened, sealed set of Sennheiser HD 6XXs from Mass Drop. Completely brand new that I need to sell. I was given a review unit. This is actually my review unit. The other one's still in the shipping box. I was given a review unit, and so I have 2 pairs. One of them I have never opened or touched. I need to sell. Since I paid full price, which was $200 for them, I'm trying to get like $175 shipped to the US or something close to it. I can sign it if you want. Somebody suggested that. I can't imagine anyone wants that. But I need to sell those within the US as soon as possible. 150, 175, preferably closer to 175. The advantage here is you don't have to wait for Mass Drop's drop tier. You can just get it now, but I do want to make some of my money back. All right. And actually, if you come close to the original pricing tier, like close to the $175, $200 mark, I can include a new egg beanie because I have a bunch of them. They sent me a bunch. I can give one of those away with the headphones if you want that, if that's somehow enticing. How do they compare to similar headphones? I've only tested them for a little bit. They are basically the HD 650s from what I can tell. I did not spend a ton of time with them, but from what I can tell, they're basically the HD 650s. Like, they're pretty good. Comfort-wise is a big problem for me. Like, I feel like they really clamp my head hard. Supposedly you can bend it out to fix that, but that makes me super nervous. Like, I bent it a little bit, but I felt like I was gonna break it. Don't like the idea of that. And supposedly they do a whole lot over time, whereas the first review unit I had only had for like a month. And so I'm hoping they get more comfortable over time, but they sound freaking great. I don't know what to do with these beanies. They're in my way. They need to go with like normal laundry or something. I'm gonna set them up here out of the way. What is in this box? I have nowhere to put these fidget spinners. I don't know where, like, they're in my way and they're stressing me out, but I don't really have anything to do with them. Oh, hey, okay. These are old photos and scrapbook pages and crap. I guess I should not baby Epo. We're not gonna go through these on camera. Okay. These I can take downstairs and go through them and sort them in a little bit. They need out of my way. Hold on one second. Have to reach all the way out of the studio for that. Ooh, and I just hit that mic cable. Oh my God. I'm trying to be so good about it. It is hard. I have a Pokemon puzzle in here I need to get rid of too. Hold on one second. Neither of these go in the studio itself. No, and I left it on a view where you can't see what I'm doing anyway. Okay. Still using your M50s from Audio-Technica. Nice. Huh. So it's been fine ever since. I don't know. I feel like I turned a bunch of people away. Like when we were starting to talk about the mic noise, everybody just left. So I feel really bad that it was just like screwing up, but hopefully it's fine now. All right, this is the computer part box. I actually have another one of those drawer units here, but it's full of like office supplies. There's a few computer parts in here, but it's like already full. So I guess these can go in one of my small drawers. I bought a bunch of Anker SATA to USB adapters that I was going to make a stackable hub for my Atomos Ninja Inferno solid state drives to be like a mag loader. And I was going to like solder it together, hot glue stuff or something. And I never got around to it, and I don't know that it's honestly going to happen anymore. But my review's coming up, and I was going to mention it in my review, and I don't think I'm going to get to it before my review. So that kind of sucks, but it's whatever. Oh yeah, I bought sticky notes, and I still have an unopened pack of a lot of sticky notes here. Because I'm an idiot, because why not? I guess. Wait, did it mess up again? Jesus Christ, whatever, it's fine. Unless it's like seriously driving people crazy. Shouldn't worry about it. All right, the worst part is we made decent progress, but we have so far to go before I can actually shoot B-roll. Now, part of it is the desk that is in front of me that you see in like the top-down view. This is the only table I have to shoot B-roll. So everything I'm doing while cleaning and streaming, since I have the keyboard and stuff set up over here, is in my way to shoot B-roll. So it's hard to visualize exactly what's doable here. And my other camera just died, so I'm gonna have to turn that off while that other battery charges. But we still have this one, which is basically in the same position. We can see the floor again. At some point very soon, I'm going to tackle, I have some review products from like Amazon stuff I'm gonna run through like a brief review session of, just here on the stream and then never actually make a video on them. Because I need to get them donated or out of the way or something. Move this bad boy. Let's see how the drawer fits in the designated spot here. It's gonna go here. I hope. Okay. Roll it just flat underneath, right next to that vent. Perfect. It's not centered, but then that skinny one that we have off camera over here can go like right here next to it, since it can't fit under the charging bar. And then if I have bigger chargers, I can actually move them over here to get them off of my camera storage shelf, and that would be really cool. And I have just a dedicated battery charger here, assuming Puud doesn't totally commandeer that as his bed, which he may do, and then it might be a problem to put chargers there. Oh my God, Puud! Literally, I said I'm going to touch stuff, or I'm going to review stuff down there, and he lays in the pile of review products. He is like doing everything he can to be like obnoxious and in the way today. I have so many keyboards. That's something we're hopefully going to tackle today before I'm done, although we've been going for a while. But I'm hoping to tackle, I have a tote full of keyboards in my closet. I need to tackle those. But we may not get to it, because it's already like 12 something. I started the stream at like 9 something. Yeah, how long have we been going? I need to check. We've been going for almost 3 hours. Chargers would make the bed warm. Yes, you are correct. He might actually like that. Until he ruins one, then I get really mad at him. Okay, let's move some stuff so we can put this little storage thing here, just so I can visualize the space, because we haven't used a whole lot of these drawers. Yeah, that's perfect, actually. Wow, I was really afraid when I bought those they would be too big or they wouldn't be right. That is like as perfect as it gets. I'm so happy right now. And then I can even put like a couple light boxes on here. Like I have this 1990s camera I'm going to be reviewing. I can sit there for now since it's coming up. I have my Dreamcast. I don't really know where it'll go. So for now I'm going to be terrible since it doesn't have a place. And put it here. And same with this Deus Ex Collector's Edition from my EposVox episode 2. That's fine. Always looks bigger in the car. Yes, you are correct. All right, cool. We are making some progress. All right, we're going to go back to up here real quick. Yeah, they've already become hoarder shelves. You are correct. We have this audio box. Oh, it's really heavy. I want to see if there's anything I can get rid of out of here. There's going to be a light problem since our table is trashed at the moment. Like I said, cleaning is the process of moving things around over and over until they stick somewhere. Especially these stupid pop filters that I have no use for, but I want to do a video on cheap pop filters versus expensive pop filters and why you might pay more, and I need to keep them until I make that video. This is all audio junk. Yeah, those fly swatter style pop filters are the worst. Right, I haven't come up with anywhere to stick USB cables. I'm gonna put them back on my door rack here, which you can't really see. No, you can't see. It's right over here. I have a shoe rack, a cloth little shoe hanging rack thing hanging on my door that I used to organize some cables. I made a video on it back in like 2015 or 2016. It's not the most effective when you have so many cables, but it gets some of the job done. All right, this is a cable for some sort of headphone, 3.5 to 1/4 inch, always need those. I can donate this, I guess. This is just like a standard like coaxial, I don't need this. So I can donate that. Optical cables, wow, that rubber band is dry rotted. I'm just gonna trash that because that's really gross. Garbage. It's not like optical cables are expensive. It's a bag of earbuds I tested for my earbud series a while back. Some new earbuds I've never bothered reviewing from FiiO, F-I-I-O. They sent me a music player and earbuds back in 2016. And I never finished my review because I am the worst. So these can go in our new fancy earbud drawer because reasons. Actually, I've needed a drawer for this for real. So, perfect. Excuse me, God. 1/4 inch TS cable. I don't really have a use for the TS cables. Now that I've realized that those are like the worst cables in the world, I don't have as much use for them. Oh, this is really cool. This is the Smart Rig from Saramonic. Takes your XLR microphone. It can give it 48 volts of phantom power if you put a 9-volt battery in. Excuse me. Well, it needs the battery anyway for the most part. And then it spits it out to a 4-pole smartphone connector. So, and it even has headphone monitoring. So this can connect like a really nice microphone to your smartphone to record, which is really cool. I've not reviewed it. I don't have a use for it personally, but it's something at some point I want to cover because it's easy to recommend and it's cheap. So yeah, I think I'm going to donate these TS cables. See, TS only has one pole, basically, and TRS has two. And TRS is always cleaner, even if you only have one pole running. And so I think I'm going to get rid of those because I bought a whole bunch of those when I first made my mixer setup, and then I wound up hating them because they're very static prone compared to TRS, at least for my use case and things like that. So I think I'm going to get rid of them. FiiO has a decent DAC. Interesting. This microphone came with my Creative Sound Blaster Z card, and I've just kept it around for reasons. I don't know. Shrink cable cover thing for the Mod Mic 5 I reviewed forever ago. I'm never going to use this, but I feel weird trashing it. But I'm truly never going to use it, so I'm going to trash this. This is easy to replace. Got to make steps to getting rid of stuff. Puud has left us again. I swear it smells like he went to the bathroom somewhere and I cannot find it. It smells really bad. I think I just need to spray some air freshener for real. So many optical, this is a monster optical cable. I forget what that came with. 3.5 millimeter optical cable. For a while I had a lot of optical stuff going. 3.5 to XLR, a run that I never recommend. FiiO has a decent DAC. I'll have to check that out at some point. They're not going to send me another review unit since I never reviewed what they did send me, but I'll have to check it out sometime because that might be nice. Oh yeah, I bought a dedicated phantom power box to review at some point. It literally just passes through phantom power. Here's another one of those random like coaxial, just straight TRS or straight RCA cable for some reason. So many optical. I'm going to throw this one away too. It has a nasty dry rotted rubber band on it. So 3.5 millimeter. I have so many cables. I have more cables than I could ever use in my entire life. Except I do use them. I say that. And then I do end up using most of them at various points. I'm always looking for cables that I've gotten rid of, cables that I've misplaced. Like I always say, I don't need all these cables, and then I wind up needing them after I get rid of them. All right, I have buried our Velcro strip roll, I think. So we're gonna go with this one for a minute. All right, let's tear off this starter one and start running some cable ties. We have an XLR cable here. Oh, it's all tangled up too. What the heck? What the heck? There we go. Upper left, isn't that it? Upper left. Oh, hey. I couldn't see that over the box. Thank you. Yes, we've been going for 3 hours. We may go for a couple hours more if I'm actually being productive. If I'm running out of ideas, I will need to take a break and step away, which point I will end the stream. But if we're making progress, I'm going to keep streaming until I need to leave, which will be around 3 p.m. Then I for sure need to end the stream. Ideally, I will end it sooner and I can get some chores done. We need a lot of chores done around the house. But until that time, we'll see how much we can get cleaned here. This is not the optimal way to wrap an XLR cable by any stretch, but this one's already damaged. It's like a desperate backup one. Just gonna go like that. 3.5 splitter. Here's one of those Turtle Beach headset 3.5 to optical to RCA. Wrap that up. I'm so glad I bought these cable ties. I went to 2 different stores to find them. First, I went to Meijer, which is where I bought those drawers, and they didn't have any at all. I could not find any. So then I ran to Staples. And of course, I spent too much money on that turntable tape dispenser and on the Post-it notes and stuff. But then I found big old stacks of these cable ties, which is what I needed. And they were reasonable too. Like they had like buy one get one 40% off or something. So they were like not that expensive. It was like $6 for one, $3 for the second, something like that. More XLR to 3.5 with the little like rubber piece coming out. Yeah, this cable's useless. I'm gonna throw it away or add it to the donate pile. This is an earbud thing, can go in our earbud drawer. This is a Bluetooth speaker I got sent. That's decent. It's like waterproof or whatever, but I never got around to reviewing it. I don't have a use for it. I'm probably gonna add that to the donation pile too. Go ahead and grab all these cables to donate. I have zip ties, but those you have to cut to open back up, and I'm not willing to sacrifice that efficiency at the moment. As stupid as that probably sounds. Just got a big ass pile outside where I've been throwing stuff to donate. So many optical cables. Like you'd think at this rate I use optical more than I use 3.5mm, which isn't true. I used to run Cat 5 for a living. It's my habitual, yeah, that makes sense. Someone is sounding like they're dying of a cough outside. That's fun. You gifted a pack of 50 of them? No, I kept buying them for my old retro setup. I ran them all like through a switcher, all my game consoles and stuff, and so I just had a bunch. More earbud stuff. That's a knockoff of a mod mic that I used in a nifty under 50 video forever ago. Rock Band mic I covered in like 2016. Pack of earbuds that have never been opened. This might have come with a phone, I guess. Weird. More optical. Oh, I cry every time. Oh yeah, here's the hub for what was my favorite wireless gaming headset of all time. The SteelSeries H wireless. Freaking great setup, but build quality was kind of meh. Like the headset was fine, but the knob on the unit broke off. And keep in mind, I never break things. You never hear me complain about breaking things because I take really good care of stuff. And I can't get the knob to go back on. That has completely broken off. And on both, I had 2 different units because they sent me a replacement like immediately. the optical out port just like ripped out on both of them. So I've got to throw away this one, I guess. Braided 3.5 millimeter cable for some reason. I'm gonna put up the earbuds real quick, and I guess I'm throwing away this hub for this H wireless. I'd hate to do that, but if I both can't get it back together and the headset, like I don't know which headset goes to which because I had 2 different headsets. Like if I can't get that working. Oh, it sounds like it is working. It just won't stay on. So maybe I need to find a way to super glue it without somehow gluing the module. Because that's as far as it's supposed to go in. And like it's turning the internal mechanism. But that still doesn't fix the optical pass-through, which is totally ruined. Like the entire mechanism broke out. That's not fixable. Yeah, I guess I could glue it. Worst case, it's trash anyway. That is a fair point. Yeah, it fell right back off. I will keep it set out so I can attempt to do that. And then if I find the headphones, that'll be good. 3.5, 2.5, a random phone cable. That's going in the donation pile. I think that came with a printer. Haven't used a modem phone cable in years. That's one that never came back, of course, for obvious really good reasons. More earbuds. Yay, my earbud drawer has a purpose. Oh, no, I did want the cable. This is supposed to somehow convert, like, pass through a phone line so you can capture the audio, I believe. I have no idea if it works. Obviously, there's not a whole lot of use for it since I'm not going to have a home phone set up. But I wanted to keep that as, like, my hoard of my, like, MacGyver post-apocalyptic shit. I don't know. I'm keeping it for some reason. And the rest of that's already tied up. Cool. So I will put these in the drawer here. This is looking really nice, dude. I'm really happy with this. Oh, these are earbuds too. I'm so happy with how that turned out. I was really afraid I bought those and wasted my money, which I could have returned, but it would have been annoying to do so. All right, so we can put all this back in here. This is our audio box. We don't need to get rid of the audio box. I just wanted to slim down on what's in here. So assuming we have saved, oh, you're not even seeing that. Assuming we have saved ourselves some space in this box, we did a good job. Okay, and then the smart rig and these audio ground loop isolators can go in that audio drawer we made, as can this phantom power thing. I think that'll work out. It'll be like that kind of stuff. Yeah, I think that'll, in theory, work out. And then our audio box is now just like it's not overflowing anymore. Freaking perfect. And we have a third pop filter up here. A third one laying on the light bulbs, conspicuously enough. All right. Huzzah. Now this is all stuff I need to mess with or review for real. There's an AverMedia microphone, a bunch of capture cards, generic ones, a fourth pop filter. A fourth pop filter. Holy balls. I don't even use that style anymore at all. We've got 2 Goku figures, Super Saiyan 3 and Super Saiyan 4, that are going to be a pain in the ass. These are like individual, even the hair is like 4 different pieces. I regret buying those. This is a really cool concept. The Uni mouse from Contour. I've bought a couple generic ones. It's like a slightly upright mouse to be better on your hands. Since I have hand problems anyway, I was going to review it. They sent it to me like months ago and I've never even opened it yet. Hopefully I can still review it. I may have to send it back. I've got a wireless microphone system that I'm pretty sure is illegal because I'm pretty sure it's like UHF or VHF or some crap, but they sent it to me anyway that I've never gotten around to reviewing. That was like late last year, or mid last year rather. And I've got a Behringer audio interface that I haven't reviewed, as well as I picked up the original Hauppauge HD PVR for my analog capture. Yeah, this was a nice little Behringer. It's like the Focusrite Scarlett Solo, but it's Behringer. And it's a DAC too, because it has RCA outputs. So it can connect to a headphone amp. So at some point I'll review that. I don't know what to do with these boxes of stuff I need to review though. Like they're in the way, but I don't have anywhere else for them to go. Got bulbs. These two LifeX boxes and the bulbs are empty, so they can finally get thrown away. I've had them for almost a year. Yeah, I've got 3 boxes of bulbs here, plus some LEDs downstairs that I've never swapped out and like used. What's up, Horse Tug? Oh, the stream's been going on forever. Yeah. Yeah, ideally that Behringer won't have the weird drivers and static. But that may mean it doesn't have good drivers at all, because that's what Behringer is known for, so that may be a problem. You're thinking about grabbing the UMC 22? Nice. They make some decent stuff. They just have some weird drivers sometimes. Alright, so this is looking decent. The power brick for that PVR. Like, I don't have anywhere, and that's really frustrating, is I don't have anywhere to put stuff that I'm, like, in the process of trying to review or what have you. Like, I don't have... I can flip that off for now. That made things really dark. I don't have anywhere to keep stuff that I need, like, on hand and need to actually pay attention to. Because part of the problem is I've had this stuff for months and just never bothered putting in the time to review yet. And so that's where some of the buildup comes from. I'm actually going to stack these bulb boxes, I think. Because that would save me some shelf space, I would think. Actually, if I do them down here, that would be safer. Bulbs, bulbs, bulbs. I think that's a good idea. Then we have some more space cleared up over here. I can take some of this stuff that I've had over here and put it up there for review. Well, this one's an empty box. I just need to show the parts. Hey, thanks for the follow, sitting here. Hope you're having a great Friday. Hope you got some cool plans for the weekend. We're cleaning up our studio here so I can actually get to making more videos, because I've been really struggling space-wise with being able to shoot videos. We've got that StarTech capture card I was recommending to Friendly Broski. Got another 4K 60 capture card I was just sent from some Chinese company. And then we've got the Live Gamer Portable 2 Plus. I just finished my review for, or my follow-up for today. That can go in the closet. We haven't tackled the closet yet. Never thought I'd clean out my closet on a live stream, so to speak. We've got some more stuff actually right here. I totally forgot about. That is like ongoing review stuff. I have the Analog Super NT. I ordered that. I pre-ordered it day 1 and have yet to open it or unbox it or review it. Netgear sent out this really cool gaming network switch. It has 8 normal gigabit ports and then 2 10 gigabit ports that are RJ45 Ethernet ports. So at some point I need to review that. It's a really cool concept, but I've just never gotten around to it. I could put my Dreamcast up here, because that would be long-term storage. That would be kind of beneficial, and it would look cool in the backdrop, I would think. Although it can't go like full width, but it can go there. And then hopefully this is not too much weight for the shelving unit. Hopefully. Super NT, and then I have the envelope that comes with some like game boxes for the Super NT there. Dare I put Deus Ex up here? Is that asking too much? It'll stay for now. That camera box will just have to stay down here, because that is asking way too much of that shelf after that point. That's a little dangerous. Someone tagged me. All of us should be doing something productive, and here we're watching EposVox cleaning my room. Sitting here should be organizing his room too, and yet not doing it. You should do it. What's up, Gamology LN? How's it going? So far, it does not look exactly like it did yesterday. It does not. Don't even. I sounded like we have made some significant progress here. Granted, a lot of that progress is now on this side of the room. But we're getting there. It's about the little things that allow us to make big progress. And honestly, I wish I could get rid of some of this bigger stuff up here, but I really have nothing I can do with it. Like, most of this I need. I have nowhere to put this giant-ass crate I got from Intel last year. I can donate this random wireless keyboard and mouse set, or I can save it for when I'm setting up a random computer and might need a spare keyboard and mouse. Yes, that is the hoarder in me talking, but this tiny little box does not contribute to the overall space requirement of my studio, so not worth bothering with. Yes, I did just talk myself in an infinite loop there. This could go in the power box again, since it's not overflowing anymore. Got lots of people commenting now. What's up? Setting up Unraid. Nice. Oh, Puud was laying on those products for a while, but then he left. He went back downstairs for now. He was laying like in a corner. All right, I guess, yeah, we're going to tackle those products from that corner here. You all saw and were crying about this yesterday. We've got a big old pile of old 2015, 2016 review products I've never gotten to. So let me move the CRT out of my way. Oh, don't fall, keyboard. And I can pick up and cover some of this stuff. And then I can donate it or something. Okay. All right, well, 21.9 Gaming. 21.9 Gaming, if you get the GPU stuff working in your Hackintosh VM, let me know how that goes. I know you had stuff running from VMs for a while. If that ends up like performing smoothly, let me know, because I really need to get some Mac stuff going. The problem is I need it to be like recording quality, so not streamed compressive video, which I often see from VM stuff. All right, so first and foremost, here we have, I can flip the light back on. We have a Koshin Pro Gaming headset G1000. They sent me this a while back. 7 RGB LED colors. And I never reviewed it because it looks like a piece of crap. So let's open it up here, see what we have. Gaming headset style. We're doing product reviews live here on Twitch. Sure to get your bits in, contribute to the bit war. BK has passed up 21.9 Gaming with 1,500 bits. Pretty crazy. All right, in the box you literally just have the headset in some bubble wrap, which is honestly pretty convenient. Like, I hate how many headsets come with like all this plastic framing and stuff. Like, that's the least wasteful you could get, for real. All right, Koshin Gaming headset. Such a strange name. Multi-language product manual with like 2 pages of actual information. Oh, this definitely isn't a sponsor, that's for sure. So, this is of course the Transformer look, which some people might like. Like, that's still a thing. All cheap plastic. Thank you for the follow, Game... Excuse me, God, that's Sunkiss. Gameology LN. And no retractable mic. It is just as is. Volume slider rocker on the left ear cup here. All cheap plastic. That sounds terrible. Mic mute switch up here on the left as well. That's a fairly thick pad, but it's not super rigid. I mean, this is, if you're giving this to a kid, they will probably break it. Weird feeling ear pads. They're not super thin though. Weird net texture here. Yeah, I mean, this would have cost like $15, not... oh, Disseny. Hey, what's up? What I will say, despite being so cheap, like everything else has terrible build quality, this is a really nice braided audio cable. Like, this is braided, it's really nice. It has it split out to 2 3.5 millimeter pink and green audio jacks for your computer, and a USB port, which I'm guessing is just for power for the RGB. I guess I'll put it on my face. model it for you here. Oh, that feels terrible already. I didn't even fully put it on yet. Oh, it feels like I'm putting on Fisher-Price. Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Oh, okay, no. Something about the weird rubberiness of these ear cups combined with this crappy padded top, like it feels like I'm putting my head in a silicone factory. There's not a lot of clamping pressure, but it's not great. And I can tell you from years of experience with hundreds of these crappy pairs, it's not going to sound good at all. But for like $10, it's better than nothing, question mark? But I may get to it for a review in the future. I'm not giving up on my time management skills just yet. And so it can go in our new headphone drawer. Next up on the review docket, we have the ZipShot Mini. Compact ultralight tripod, springs open in seconds. I was really curious about this because sometimes I just need really tiny tripods. It's got some like, as seen on TV, only 9 ounces. Picked this up on an Amazon sale forever ago. Holds cameras up to 3 pounds. While it says most DSLRs, it's more perfect for point and shoots. And it is taped shut, so we need our unboxing knife. Do not want to cut my thumb off with that. Damn tape. Just gonna wind up cutting through the box at that point. Hello? Oh, that's like a slide out mechanism. I hate when they tape over that. Ooh. So this is supposed to slide out. You know, one of those little tabs, but they've taped over it, so it's impossible. It's always impossible to untape those. So I basically just have to cut through it. Or I'm just gonna, yeah, just shred through that. There we go. Oh, and it's taped from like all sides. This is the worst. All right, it looks like a little tab of tape here. Let's try that one. Nope. That one's got a tab too. Who designed this box? Oh, and they're like glued shut or taped shut on the sides too. What in the world? There we go. Someone's got a loud dog outside. I apologize. All right, now it should open. There we go. Okay. It says springs open in seconds. The question is, will it lock back in place afterwards? All right, so this is a tiny little tripod. Okay, so it's got these little like grippy things. So we're gonna go to a wider view here so I don't kill the table. So undo the little strings. I will give it to them. It comes undone in seconds. These legs are way thinner than I expected. These are like sticks. I would not trust this holding any camera. Holy crap. Okay, once you spread them out, it's a little sturdier. Oh, that's hanging off the desk. Yeah, it's a little sturdier once you spread the legs out all the way. But no height adjustment, and it does have a little basic ball head here for mounting your camera on. And then you just fold it back up like a basic like light stand or something, I guess. Like nunchucks. And then this is actually really convenient. Like the packaging was crap, and the concept is questionable. But like for real, that took no time. It literally did spring open in seconds, and then it took no time to wrap up. So if you're just going somewhere to take basic pictures, super basic, or you want something to like throw in a go bag that you do not need professional work done, this is actually really convenient. Not gonna lie. So if you're interested, it's the ZipShot Mini. Make sure you go to our Discord server and get my Amazon affiliate link if you would like to buy it. Yeah, one for like theme parks or something. Again, you want to keep an eye on it and not keep an expensive camera on it and make sure it doesn't fall, but it's not that bad. I'm gonna have to figure out somewhere to put it. But for something super, super quick and dirty that you don't care if it breaks, not bad. Also, the instruction manual's in Chinese. Oh no, there's an English one. Okay. They have a demonstration video online in case you don't know how to use a tripod. 'Cause lol. My nose is so dry, man. Okay, I need a drink. Next up on catching up on reviews, we have these Harman Kardon Soho headphones. These were like $200 or $300 when they came out. I got them for like 20 or 80 or 60 or something on an Amazon Black Friday sale in 2016, and then never reviewed them. So I'm not going to review them here because I can't really hook them up to anything. I guess I could hook them up to my phone if y'all want to see like an actual review. I could do that with the other headset we hit too. Really fancy packaging, because these, again, were supposed to be premium headphones when everybody thought Harman Kardon was a name that meant something. Got a nice little hard clamshell case. I hate the headphone cable coming out of both ends design, and this design on the whole is really bizarre. It's meant to be like compact, but like these look like airplane headphones, but these were supposed to be like premium. Really strange. There's no indication of which is left or right. Oh yeah, there is. Okay. I guess I'll put them on here. These look like granny headphones. What the heck? Why do I spend money on things? They got metal build quality. Like, this build quality is really nice. It's not cheap plastic like that Fisher-Price headset. All right, I've got to untangle the cable. Unfortunately, I was hoping I could leave it easy to put back together. Phone charging is getting down. What? What does that mean? Apple set the standard for heavy box. Yeah. Oh, see you later. Wait, is this left? Yeah. Oh, so these are on ear, which always feels uncomfortable, especially when they're like little squares. Like, this is bizarre. And they have a 4-pole connector, so it's meant for smartphone use. So I will hook it up to my smartphone here, I guess. All right, headphones are connected. Clear all of these millions of notifications. We're gonna pull up YouTube real quick. This is gonna be weird. Yeah, I hate on-ear style. None of this is comfortable at all. I'll pull up a K-pop video. YouTube mix. That's not even the right music video. Oh, there's a band called Mr. Mister. I wanted the song called Mr. Mister. Hold on. There we go. Let's see if they sound any good. This is so stupid. These are granny headphones. Very low-end heavy. Once you crank up the volume, you get some good sound out of it, but it's still super low-end heavy. They're not bad. Okay. When you crank them up, they're very low-end heavy. But at like 75% volume, they sound competent for phone earphones. If you want, I'm gonna unplug them now. If you want super compact phone headphones to take with you that are like stealthy to take to school or something that you need to just keep tucked away most of the time, I guess these would work. The design is just bizarre to me, and I don't think I would ever personally want to wear them for long periods of time. But they're not incompetent. They work. Not $200. No. They don't cost $200 anymore. They would never have been worth $200. Now, getting them back in this ridiculous case, it's going to be another story. How did they even fit? The angles don't work out for this. What? Oh, they were like slightly extended. That was part of it. Urgh. When you have to slightly extend your headphone band to fit in the box, it's probably poorly designed. There we go. That mostly works. What's up, Fabio? I saw you were streaming earlier. Oh, this might have... Yeah, this has like an inline mic or at least volume controls. Might not have a built-in mic, but at least has volume controls for your phone. If that's important to you. I'm not a smartphone guy, so, you know. Oh, that closed on my hand. Ow. That was weird. Alright, there's a lot to this box. Is there anything else in it? Hey, there's additional headphone cable in it and a lot of paperwork. Oh, you can switch cables by taking off the ear cup. Okay. These are going to go in our fancy headphone drawer. Be kept out of our way. Not worth $200, might be worth $20. I don't even know if they're actually sold at $20, but if they are, if that's what you're looking for, might be worth your time. The GoPro is not pointed in the right direction anymore. I thought Puud would come back. And actually, the headphone box for this coat on each pair can get thrown away. Perfect. I'm always paranoid about people stalking me via the apartment complex dumpster and seeing like how many products I throw away, or product boxes I throw away, and like breaking in for them. But so far, I've gotten lucky and I've been careful when I throw them away. Next up on the review table, we've got a 3-in-1 photo lens for your smartphone from Funny Pika. Colorful combination. It's the F516. Has a macro, wide angle, and a fisheye, which is what most of them come with. And I love screwing around with these, but there's like no chance I'm doing smartphone videography or whatever full time, and I would never carry this around for them to be useful. Like they're kind of cool to play with on their own, but I'd never carry them around for them to be useful for me to actually use. So you actually get two different clamps since there's two different core parts here, because the fisheye lens, there we go, is by itself here, and then you have the super wide angle with the macro. And $5 says this will not fit on my phone. Yep, it will not clamp onto my Note 5 in a case. So we won't get to test it. And it comes with lens caps and stuff separately, which I'm honestly just going to throw away, because I'm not going to, well, okay, I will put the lens caps on. I'm not going to keep the bottom parts. There's no point. I'm going to put them in their baggie and just put them with my other lenses for now, and maybe they'll make their way into a video. But that takes up way less space. Throw all this garbage away. And again, I got this in like late 2015 or early 2016 when Amazon had Anarchy for their review program. Yeah, none of this stuff is designed for use in cases at all. Because everyone just assumes you use your smartphone without a case, which is absurd, given the fact that they make them so goddamn fragile. All right, I have no idea what this is. Someone drew "thank you" on the front. Oh, hey, that is a microphone. Okay, with a very squished windscreen. Oh, things are so dry, that texture feels horrible. We've got a micro USB cable, a 1/4 inch to mono 3.5 millimeter. We've got AA batteries. Oh, it's a battery power. Okay, so it's a wireless mic with a battery powered USB receiver. This is from Xingyu. It is the Zeal K1. I have no idea what the hell this is. Is this a different receiver? I'm confused. So this is a 1/4 inch mono receiver. This There's the microphone itself. Pretty stylish, like it's a like interview style radio microphone. Or not radio, but wireless. Unscrew the bottom. What the hell? In the bottom is a USB port. I thought this would be batteries. The hell do you do with that? Where did the batteries go? Oh, wait a minute. No. You can't be serious. Oh my God, this is absurd. Who designed this? All right, so you put one of these very shady looking, I feel like they might explode in my face, AA batteries in this USB dongle. This is not a receiver. This is a USB charger. I feel like you could turn one of these into one of those like death keys everyone was making videos about. Or you like plug it in and it just explodes the USB port. And then you plug that into the microphone to power it. That is the jankiest design I have ever seen. What the hell? Oh, it says Choi. Oh, no, it says channel 01. And then I guess the other battery goes in the receiver here. And then you plug that into a mixer, which I can't test right now on stream without screwing up all of the audio. But I guess it'll make it in a video since it's easy to hook up. I don't know what the point of this is. I can't figure that out, this little star thing. I don't know, but... Here we come to EposVox with the news. What do you have to say? Hopefully it doesn't sound like crap. Actually, okay, no. There is a power switch, so it's not always using battery. But this is insane. I really want to find like a test computer to like plug this into and see if it fries it. But I don't have anything sacrificial, I don't think. Maybe if I have a computer that I deem is dead, I will sacrifice the USB port and give it a try. So this may make it into a review at some point, since it seems like it'd be fairly easy to set up. And since I already unboxed it here, I can just record a sample and see how it sounds. Very bizarre. I get sent the weirdest stuff. Oh, and there was the very squished windscreen for it. Can't forget that. Very important. What happens if you use a real battery? Will it fry the mic? What do you mean a real battery? You're like a... Huh? It's not a windscreen anymore. Yeah. All right, let me throw this garbage away, and this microphone will get added to our product stack that may crash our shelves and kill all of those light bulbs. These did actually fall off the wall when we first moved in because I didn't have them anchored and we didn't have any middle supports, and so I loaded a bunch of stuff up and they just ripped right out. So we added anchors and then middle supports as well. All right, next up for a review. This is the last one that I grabbed here. One that has a brand. No, that should still work. Hey, Stream Deck, switch scenes, you bastard. Hello? Damn it, it did it again. Oh, click the wrong thing. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Top. There we go. We have a 1x1 programmable gaming mouse, a Vago A3050 solution. Long button lifetime. 5 adjustable DPI from 1,000 to 4,000. 1,000, 1,750, 2,500, 35. Those are big jumps. This thing is probably crap. It's not that tiny. Like, it's kind of small for a gaming mouse, but it's not like super tiny. Pretty satisfying. Like, they're a little soft, but fairly satisfying back and forward buttons. Assuming that's the obnoxious DPI shift. Clickers feel pretty nice. This thumb groove is very ergonomic. Feels kind of like the MX Master a little bit, or the G502. I mean, it's not as comfortable, but it's the same idea. Clickers are pretty good. Grip on the side too, although neither of my fingers actually fit into that comfortably. Got a hard braided cable, fat USB, and then they have their own driver CD, which I refuse to install on my computers anymore because they're always trash. So this one probably is not going to get reviewed. This one's probably just going to get donated. Or I could give it away on stream if anybody wants to win in the continental United States, wants to win a like $20 crappy programmable gaming mouse. We could save this for the giveaway lot sometime. I'm not gonna do giveaways today. I don't have that set up, but in the future I could. Okay. So we made some progress with that. I am super stoked. Those products have been sitting here forever. There's a couple more. If I switch over here. Well, you can't see anything anyway. Ew. I have a couple weird things down here. That's probably a really awkward angle. I'm not going to do that. We're going to do the webcam view for that for a second. A couple more things over here I'm going to grab. All right, well, this is my Gamdius Zeus RGB mouse. I've already reviewed this. It just kind of needs put away. I can make a mouse drawer with that bottom drawer. Yes! Like mouse and desk accessory drawer. I've been needing that. It's taped shut, though. That's perfect. Stream Deck. Put a mouse in there. Can put like my little Shuttle Pros in there. I have a lot of mice like in random places, so that's going to be perfect. I was wondering what we would use that drawer for. That is perfect. All right. My lips are very chapped now too. I've been talking for so long. So this was expensive and I was really supposed to review it. This is Woolet, which is a wireless charging wallet that tracks where you are and like sends it to your phone and stuff. And then you place it on this little wireless charger. I never got to check it out. So I don't know where to put it, but it's on the maybe eventually I'll get to it list. I bought this tiny wireless quadcopter that I'm just going to donate because I have nothing to do with it. Like I could play with it, but honestly, I'm never going to take the time to set it up. This is a wireless USB keypad that I can go in my mouse drawer that QNAP sent me to go with their NAS that I'm just not going to use anytime soon. This is a box of like 6 wired lavalier mics, and then this one's like a headset lav mic that I was going to do a video on that at some point I need to do a video on, so I don't know where that's going to go. This is something? The Mix Coder and ANC G5. These are noise canceling earbuds. I have no idea if I bought these or if they were a review unit. They look fancy, but then they're earbuds, so I will probably hate them. So they're just going to go in my earbud drawer for now, because I don't even know where the hell they came from, to be honest. So yeah. FaZe drone. Oh, I bought it because it was FaZe, and I thought I'd make a funny FaZe Clan joke. I think that was part of it, but it's just getting donated. And then mouse and keypad going into my mouse drawer. This is going in my earbud drawer. We are making progress, dude. Easy. And then FaZe drone to the donate pile outside. Perfect. This stuff. This Woof wallet, I don't know what to do with. Oh, there was one more thing here, which is silly. I got sent from someone, and I feel really bad since it was sent from like a single person. They made their own 3M attachable laptop webcam cover. It's called Cambade. I honestly have no idea if they exist since this was like 2015 or 2016. If you want to go to cambade.com and check it out, it's just a super simple, I'm assuming it's dirt cheap since it's just like paper, webcam cover for your laptop. Because at the time, everyone had laptop camera paranoia for a little bit. I really can't make that fit into a video on its own. But there it is. Yeah. That was all I had to say about that one. Don't know where this tripod should go yet. Actually, it can go with my stands on this blue shelf, which you all don't get to see much from all of these angles. And that's unfortunate, because it's a kind of cool gear shelf. But I guess that'll leave something to tease for the studio tour. I have another hard drive to add to my pile of hard drives down here. I bought a bunch of clappers at one point, and this one was supposed to be chalk writable, but it doesn't really work. So I think I'm just going to add it to the donate pile. Someone at Goodwill can buy this for a couple bucks for a kid or something. Or a drama club, I don't know. All right. I think that honestly has to wrap it up for today. We've been going for almost 4 hours. My throat is killing me, and I honestly, in order to make more progress, I need to move the streaming setup. So thank you so much to everyone who came out and hung out today. Thank you to BK for the 1,500 bits, and someone else donated 5 bits. It was the dude's name I forgot. I feel really bad. I can not feel bad. I can pull up the dashboard. That'll tell me. I like shouting this stuff out. Just Awful Gamer sent over 50 bits and had a couple people host. And we got a Zombie giving us a Twitch sub, or a Prime sub. Thank you so much, everybody who came out and hung out in the stream. This has been going pretty good. I don't know what viewership's been like, but you guys have been awesome in the chat, and that's honestly all that matters. So greatly appreciated as always. I'm gonna go ahead and link today's video in the chat if you'd like to go and check it out. And otherwise, I'm gonna head out of here and chat with you guys later. Bye. Bye, bye, bye. Bye, 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 bye. There we go.